Hello. Welcome, everybody, to Table Stories, the Nameless Ones. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. How's it going? Hello?
Ooh, we back.
We back. It's been some time. It's been some time.
Been too long, brother. It's been too long.
It's been a
I
while.
can't remember anything that happened.
It's okay. Zagonicus will now give us a recap. Go.
Yeah, so we went to the town of Thurgan, and we went there to establish some sort of trade so that the rebel alliance, the rebellion, we can have food so we don't starve to death. On our way there, we ran into a tornado and some ogres. On our way back, we ran into a six-legged snake hive bear. And we eventually made our way back, fighting through the forest after establishing some trade stuff and stealing from some nobles. And we reached the rebel base in the ruins of Osgudal, and that's pretty much what happened over the last few sessions. You're all caught up.
We got back. Oh yeah, I remember. We got back.
Star Wars with demons.
Good job, Brad. Good job.
I remember the Star Wars with demons too. I have been writing my new campaign today. I've been trying to write down some actual details for it, right? So I just had an idea and now I'm like writing it down. And I was like writing down some stuff and I was like, oh, maybe I could do like a tyrannical thing with like a resistance. And then I was like, oh wait, Nameless Ones does fail. I need to not do that anymore. And so now, purely because of that, there is just a lovely, peaceful, benevolent king in my next setting. It's just going to be nice.
That will fall to corruption.
Who will fall to a demonic corruption? Cold Wax Steven. No. I think it will just be nice, to be honest. Spoilers. I think he's just going to be chill.
Do you understand like how to roleplay a person like that?
No, like you always say, when you do a new show, you got to do something different, right?
Yeah. There you go, bud.
I'm going with the most typical nice fantasy setting. I haven't done just a normal nice typical fantasy setting with just like trees and, you know, like orcs and a nice king.
There are no
like,
trees
ever.
in Brad's settings.
There
None.
hasn't been for a while, dude. Like I started off with the Mind Harvest, which was set entirely at night after I'd played Bloodborne. So I need to do just standard typical fantasy.
Did Bloodborne really come out that long ago?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, maybe I'd played Dark Souls. No, I think I had played Dark. Yeah, no, it was Bloodborne.
Storm is like 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, I think I was around the time of doing Bloodborne that I did the Mind Harvest, my first ever campaign.
Wow.
Wolves of the Water was pretty chill.
Yeah, but that wasn't my setting. That was Forgotten Realms, which is like standard.
The new one should basically be like the campaign embodiment of Yuffie's theme from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah?
You know that feel? Du-du-dun. It's so happy and nice
Just-
and fancy.
Yeah, okay. The thing is, here's the thing. I know we're going off on a tangent here, but I know for
It's
a
what we
fact
do.
that I'll set it up like that. I'm going to set it up like World of Final Fantasy, where it's all nice and cute and like Aegyo and kawaii. And then the players are going to be like, we murder everyone in town. And immediately it becomes like a dark, gritty, grounded setting.
One of those-
all of a sudden.
Brad, it's okay.
That's
Because
D&D.
we have emotes for that, Brad.
Yes, we do.
That's
we are
fine.
prepared on Table Story now for
We are ready.
for every player that we've ever had on Table Story shows.
Yes.
Except me, best player ever.
Welcome, everybody, to the Nameless Ones. We play the What's Old is New RPG, specifically the OLD setting here. And it's a dark fantasy kind of thing with demons and big, nasty, horrible beasts. And it's scary. And Brad has informed me that he is consistently terrified when we do the show. So that's...
I am. I'm always scared.
I have added it to my resume. It's good. It's good. I scare the shit out of
scary.
Brad. It's good.
Yeah. Well, I also it's like I said whenever I said that it's really useful for me to remember that it's scary being a player, and you don't know everything. You don't hold any fucking cards at all. You're just going, oh, I hope there's not a fucking Tarrasque around the corner. So this has reminded me, Whack, of what it's like to be a mere player.
Let me just figure out real quick what it would be like to convert a Tarrasque to OLD. Let me just...
Oh,
it won't
don't
take
do
that long.
So many grades.
No, you don't want to
Somebody's
Taras?
having an idea.
That's too bad. I was gonna make him a pet, but whatever. If you guys don't want
You
him.
arrive in the ruins of Osgudal, and there is a Tarask there now.
Little did you
instead.
know that you have
It's
always
your
been
kid,
riding on
Tarask.
the back of a Tarask.
His name's Chuck.
Testa. Yeah, so welcome to the show, everybody. Let's go around the room. Let's do some introductions to the players and their characters, and let's hop into things. Let's get started with Mr. Bradley Wodo.
Hello, everyone. It's me, your boy, Brad Werter, coming at you fresh. I forgot my name then. Coming at you fresh. Not coming at you fresh, apparently. I've done too much thinking today. Too much. I looked up a thing yesterday called spoon theory. Have you seen that? That there's only so many spoons in a day.
I use
saw
that to describe my day a lot.
Yeah, and the reason I saw it is that one of the Wizards DMs, Mark Miles or Chris Perkins or someone, retweeted a thing that was like somebody saying, "Oh, spoon theory is the same as magic spell slots in D&D, where you consume like a level 5 spell and you've only got 2 of those before you need to rest again or whatever." I have used all of my level 5 spells today. That being said, I will be playing Krakuel, who doesn't need spell slots, because this has its own way of casting magic, and I don't know how it works. We'll find out whether I need spells or not after my 10 to 20 minute work out how to cast a spell downtime that I do at some point in this session. Thank you very much for joining us here on this Monday evening. My name's Brad Woto, and I'll see you next time.
And I'll see you in hell. Elf will not be joining us today. She's still traveling back from the Twitch participation in the Pride Parade, and I think her flight got delayed or something, and she's having a day. So go tweet out some love to Distracted Elf, and give her some funny cat memes or something to look at while she waits for planes. Venelis?
Hi. Today's gonna be a little weird. You guys are gonna see me constantly looking over to my left because I've changed my setup, and this is where the cameras are, so I can see my peeps. So when I'm looking at Whack, I'm looking over here. When I'm looking at Brad now, my head's just gonna be over here like all session. Hi, I'm Ven. I'm playing Galdrick, who is he just gets hit in the head a lot and has a Brad Wodo backpack. He's like my little Yoda.
Which you can get on my merch store.
Yeah. I hope everyone's having a wonderful. You guys are gonna see me yawning a lot because I'm reciting my sleep schedule, but I've got the coffee. I'm good to go. Let's have some fun.
Good. I'll throw a nice juicy thing at you, a nice big hairy monster, and then we'll wake you right up. No problem.
Give me gold. Give me gold.
Tarask incoming. Wish.
Gotta unmute first before I start talking. Hi, I'm Wish, and I play Rosalina, who is sex demon. That's just the meme now. You know, she uses her sexiness to get things done and to hypnotize, you know, demons and monsters and people.
Everyone.
Breasts.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I missed you guys. That's pretty much all I got. I'm glad that we're back in the ruins of Osgudal. I really am. Like, that's traveling has been. I feel like I have traveled, you know. But yeah, I'm glad that we're back home with our peeps. But that's it. That's all I got to say. I always feel awkward. Things.
Doing the intros. It happens. Once you do
just
like
to make
10,000
sure not to
of
say
them.
anything afterwards, so you have that few seconds of awkward silence where we're just like staring at you.
Staring
used
at
to-
me like.
We used to have Tilla on a bunch of our shows, and she gets like anxiety about the intros. I used to mess with her a little bit during the intros and just like wait a little too long after she was done. She'd have like panic attacks. It was wonderful. That was a little DM pleasure.
Well,
Little
I
DM.
shouldn't have said anything then. Like, I shouldn't have said anything.
Messed up.
You're doomed.
Yeah, Tilla actually did some of the artwork for this month's part of the Cannibalized campaigns. for the 7th Eon that we released on the Table Story Patreon. So we get some Tilla artwork in there. But Zagonicus, why don't you continue on with yours?
Hey everybody, I think I've done over 200 of these intros and various
At
shows
least.
at some point at this point. So, hi, I'm Scoticus. I play Glinda Broadleaf, who is a small folk cleric, and she tries to look after the group and make sure that they behave themselves. But it's a little bit deeper than that. She doesn't want them to. I won't say too much actually. Maybe we'll talk. We'll talk about that some other time. But anyway, yeah, I done a bunch of D&D making stuff today. I spent 4 hours making 10 things, so they each got 24 minutes of my time. There you go. If you want 24 minutes of my time, call me.
I will.
I'll take you up on that.
I mean, do you want to talk about prices, or let's just move on? Hey, everybody, I'm Mark Steven. I'm the GM of Doom. I'll be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today, and I'm hoping that there's both. I'm excited. I'm ready. We haven't played in a while, so I'm excited to get back into things. We've had the last 2 weeks off. I was like, Elf wasn't able to make it today. I was like, oh no, is it going to be 3 weeks? Please, no, I can't. It's so hard. And it's really hard to get back into the session and things. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure we step our game up today. I think just to make sure that we get everything back on track, so that we scared the living crap out of everybody. I think I'll try my hardest to do that today. As I mentioned before, we have a Table Story Patreon. We got emotes for the channel. If you guys want to help support Table Story, that's a good way to do that. We have we're rocking the affiliate emotes. If you guys want to pretend like we're real humans, you can start subscribing to us and help us get partner, so that Brad can recognize us as actual human beings.
Boom.
Yeah,
I won't speak to anyone who isn't a full partnered streamer on Twitch.
Yeah. We also have the Patreon up, where we've got a lot of different reward tiers. We're coming up on next month, and we've got a bunch of cool shit headed your way next month. Brad is contributing a bunch of stuff from his campaigns, and I'm waiting patiently for that, Brad. I'm totally not
Trust
freaking
me,
out.
I'm on it. I'm
not freaking out at all.
I am spinning so many D&D plates right now, as well as my actual life, and it's killing me.
So
I'll get there.
If you
Nobody
want,
cares. Get to work.
If you want to help,
I'm doing it, okay?
if you want to help Brad not die, then Patreon is the way to help Table Story out, and continue us making high quality production stuff. We started a new show called Identity Crisis on Fridays. That is a superhero campaign. It's Masks RPG, and we've been doing a lot of work on that. I've been streaming some map making stuff for that in City Skylines, which is my first time that I've decided to actually use that to make a map, and it's been coming out pretty tremendous, and I'm really excited about it.
Really fucking
really
cool,
cool.
actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
It's really awesome. Like, he has these fucking full motion videos that play when they move location around the city. It's crazy. It's awesome. He just plays it. He's like, oh, you're going to the park, and then it's like this fucking transition where it shows you this small video of the park as it. Oh, it's too good, Whack.
I'm excited
Too
about
good.
it.
And we also can't replicate that for any other system because it's all like fantasy medieval looking stuff.
I wanted.
Only do it for this
I meant
one.
to. I meant to look. I meant to look at like the medieval type options for the game, because I think there are some mods that
Age of
can do that.
Empires 1.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I think you can do it in City
Crusaders.
Skylines. Like, I'm pretty sure you can do it in that game. Like, I think there's some medieval stuff, so that might be an
Gotta
option.
be a mod. Yeah.
Well, because I was
I
watching.
think you could do it with like Banished. Once upon a time, I actually did do it with Age of Empires HD. I just went in and did like made my own.
I
thing,
remember
and then
that.
just
I do.
print screened it and annotated
Yeah.
it. It didn't look too bad, honestly, but now I wouldn't do it. That's the thing.
Right.
At the time, I was like, this looks really cool. Now I'm like, we got Anna. We've got Anna now. Give it to Anna. Draw. I actually got Anna to start work on the next map today as well. This is how bad it is. It's
Excellent.
like, oh, I'm not doing it. Anna, draw for me, please.
But Anna will not save you now,
Anna
because
will
now
not
you
save
have
me.
entered into my world, Brad. Welcome to the Nameless ones. All right, let's get started. So, as Agaticus explained before, the players have finally made it back to the ruins of Osgudal, the place where the resistance calls home in this part of the world. They have finally returned after a long journey to the city of Thurgan, where they managed to secure basically a trade setup with a person by the name of Alex Stonewater. He is a toll, a person that basically their lineage essentially gave up their power to the demons that took over the world long ago, and it sort of secured a not really a high-standing position. Human nobles are kind of seen as tolerable, and that's why they're called tolls. Most of humanity is relegated to the population of the Croat, which are mostly slaves and people without any real power of any kind. And the Resistance is trying their best to survive in this hostile world as the demons have essentially taken over things. And maybe, just maybe, they might be able to reclaim a bit of it. The players are doing their best to keep the Resistance alive. They have successfully brought themselves back and secured a trade route. So I think we're going to start the session today with you guys coming into the city and being escorted by the watchman at the tower. And you're brought back to, I guess, the enclave, where you are currently waiting, probably for about, we'll say 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes, as you return under the cover of night. And shortly thereafter, you were told that the watchman would fetch the enclave to speak with you. So you guys are there, just kind of waiting for Demetrius, Vidania, and Barbena, known as the enclave here.
It's good to be home, isn't it?
So good to be home. But I would really like, heroes welcome. We save city, we get parade, maybe get lost money.
We're gonna get a parade.
I
No,
wish.
No, we're not.
Why
Talking
not?
of money, perhaps we should, and I smack, because I'm on his back, I smack Goldrick on the head. We should hide our winnings.
Don't hide it. That's so selfish.
Well, we should hide some of it.
You guys start to hear this. Trista's
Mikey boy.
passed out, leaning up against the wall.
She falls asleep everywhere. What the?
Indeed.
I'll leave her.
We should
be.
leave her.
Just leave her. Yeah, she's sleeping. She's safe. Who knows good old name?
I
When
think she
she-
probably. I don't know where she actually sleeps anyway.
No.
She sleeps same place as me. The weird thing is I like her best when she is sleeping. Maybe not so weird.
She's certainly special.
Oh, yeah, she's went home.
Where does the blacksmith live?
Oh, blacksmith.
What do you need a blacksmith for?
Well, before anybody takes all of our money, I want to make sure that I get a little rig set up for the back of Goldrick here, and then maybe get something attached to the top of his head that I could put my crossbow into.
You're not gonna attach anything to the top of my head.
Well, not your head, his helmet. Do you have a helmet?
You're not gonna use my helmet as a swivel. And yes, I do.
Yes. Come, well, what about if we put one on each pauldron, and I could sort of...
Dad, I could see being useful.
I sort of turn you into like a war elephant.
Yes.
mean-
Are you calling me Fate?
Yes.
All right, Miss Fawn. Yeah, where's the blacksmith, Fate? Yeah, blacksmith, go.
Godric, and you're totally okay with being
A war elephant.
that?
Honestly, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, see?
Well, fair enough then. If you both agree, then I guess it's.
Let's face it, if he's on his own, look how tiny his legs are. I just kind of like want to reach behind me, like grab one of his legs and just like hold it up, like, look at these.
Ow. My leg doesn't
Look.
bend that way.
Just don't worry about it. Stop squirming. Look at this. He could get snapped in half if by a strong breeze. The tornado nearly killed him.
Yes.
Right, but
Turn-
I'm
turn out to
certain
fly.
then that you falling backwards onto him is probably not going to be that much fun for him then.
Well, that's why I'm going to construct a giant roll cage.
A roll.
Yes.
What is a roll cage?
Not
Bet they
familiar.
cost lots of money.
Yes, well, luckily we have a lot of money. Right
Mhm.
now, as long as we don't give it over to Demetrius and his cronies.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing.
pack
You
of
know,
brigands.
sharing is caring, but you know, I think we should reinvest into some of us. Don't you agree?
What if we get sent outside again? Do you think I'm going to spend the entire time in this backpack? No. I'm going to create a chariot for
Well,
myself.
Wait, Mom. What if before you stop, Mom? What if
Go ahead.
we stopped by the the store and picked you up some new cooking stuff? Hmm? Does Mom need some new pots and pans? Hmm? Mom needs some new silverware, maybe some drapes for the home. Hmm?
I think Cracky will have silverware in his bag. From cheese
Ooh,
plate.
get the silverware.
I just start pulling things out.
We didn't steal these. We bought them.
You
I
bought
pull out a spoon that I did steal from the house of that dude that we were at, the manor.
That's
Right.
Well, this one I admit I did steal. But look, it's very nice. If I look at myself in this spoon, I look normal. My head like
I could use some cooking equipment, but it's very expensive to.
I hand the stolen spoon to Mum.
I have bag of stuff from cheese tray as well. And Rosalina pulls her bag up and like starts emptying out stuff for Mom to have.
We were going to wrap it for you,
Yes.
You just
but I suppose the surprise is spoiled now. Happy birthday.
Surprise, we love you.
Surprise.
you stole all this just for me. Well, I'm touched.
Yes.
Wait, but wait, there's more. Hold on. I want to give me the gold pouch. Give me the gold pouch.
I like empty half of it out and then put in the bottom of the bag and then lift out the half emptied pouch and put it
Can
out.
you even lift? How are you lifting that? You're very strong, son.
With partly with my wings and my arms.
Give me a let's have a strength check, please, Cracule.
Bam.
An 8. Yeah, you start to spill it down Galdrick's like armor, just like starts falling all over him.
Ow, it's cold, it's cold.
too
How is
heavy.
it
I
so
can't
cold?
lift it.
That
Just
is
give me- give
when
me-
the door opens and the enclave walks in on the scene.
Put it back. Put it
There's
back.
silverware all over the floor.
I'm
Coins
pouring the
poured out
gold.
all over Galdrick and Cracule. Rosalina has her bag open, and Glenda's standing like in front of this pile of loot.
Hello.
Are we interrupting something?
Yes.
No,
I don't
Just-
even know anymore.
this is my life savings. I worked my whole life to get these. Pick it back up, Goldrick. You're so rude.
Excuse us. We'll clean up and then.
You talking to yourself? like,
Excuse me.
Crack you,
I'm
whatever you name it. Shut up.
I'm climbing down.
yeah,
Galdrick
go
doing
ahead and
the
give me
same
an
thing.
acting,
I'm like Golluming.
acting plus your charisma, Galdrick. We're gonna take a die away for saying the wrong name.
Shit. Well, shit, it's just regular act. Okay, acting there. Wait, did it go? Hello? There it goes.
A 7. Demetrius raises an eyebrow and says, "Saving your whole life.
Yay.
And where exactly did the silverware come from then?"
It's
I point to Rosalina. Just
She stole it,
I did not steal it. It was a
but she didn't steal it from Osgudo.
I didn't steal it. All right, I won it.
Listen, they can't prosecute you for things that happened outside of
You don't know
the
them.
ruins. Well,
I go back to picking the gold coins.
I go back to picking up the gold coins.
Get in the bank. Put it
That is the first
I'm
one of the
trying.
day. Yes, Jimmy Jones. Good spot.
Oh,
That
God.
was Ven's first one of the day, yes.
One.
So, Barbena and Vidania follow shortly after Demetrius. And Demetrius says, "Well, I suppose we should have a talk. Excuse me. I'm a bit old, and this is, well, right in the middle of the night for me. Why don't you pick all of those things up and let's have a chat?"
Of course.
Mom, get your stuff. It's your stuff. It's not mine.
Yes, it is yours now. You did claim it as a
It's
birthday gift.
your birthday present.
It's not my birthday.
It's her birthday, I say loudly towards Demetrius.
Happy
pointing.
birthday from all of
Happy,
us.
happy birthday.
Happy,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy,
Oscar
happy
loves
birthday.
you.
Stop it!
Oscar loves you.
Stop it!
So-
Please. We're all very tired.
Sorry.
If we could please pick up your things. We need to talk.
Your Excellency, might I ask, is the others here?
Vidania and Barbena walk in behind Demetrius. So,
Yeah, right. Get the stuff cleaned up. Come on now.
Vidania
Okay.
gives you a bit of a kind of like a glance. Like she looks at you a bit too long. She has a bit of a furrowed brow when she looks at you.
It's me or?
No, at Crackuel.
Okay.
I give her a little.
It looks super weird too, coming from
Yeah.
Crackuel.
With his big like salad fingers.
What are you doing? Get back to
Where
get
are
back to picking up the coins.
It's elven custom. When
No,
you
it's
meet your elder.
not.
Well,
Is it?
Is it not? I thought it was.
No. Jesus. Get back to picking up stuff.
Okay, so you guys just sort of make everything into a pile and just slide it into the bag. It's this awkward scene that probably takes you like a little too long. It's like when you have those like little pieces of dirt or something that you're trying to pick up with the dustpan, and they're like too small to get picked up by the dustpan, so you just can't quite get them in there easily, and it takes way too long. And
Dracula spends forever trying to get this one coin. He just can't pick it up right.
stuck in the cobble wrong or something. And Demetrius is just rubbing his temples in a hard face palm. Are you quite done?
Yes. You must understand, of course, that we're also very tired. We've had to walk for a long time.
Yes, I suspect you are. Please, have a seat. And he motions to some of the stone chairs that are there. Well, it's probably just like a bench. Maybe there's like a. It's definitely not well hewn stone or anything. It's probably like a stone bench. Maybe like a rickety wooden stool here or there for you guys to sit on. He glances down at Trist and says, "And what about her?"
Probably best just to let her rest, to be honest.
Yes.
Very well. Please. What occurred? What transpired in Thurgan?
Well, we made a deal.
A deal? A deal with whom?
Let me check my notes. 'Cause it's been a couple of weeks.
I'm throwing paper about as well. Well, there was a trader. His name was Mr. Stonewater, and I pushed the piece of paper over towards Mum. There you go. That's everything I wrote down about him. It just says Mr. Stonewater and then the worst drawing ever. There's like a big willy drawn on him as well. And then I say, there was also Thomas. He helped us. Remember him? Beware of anybody called Thomas. I'm convinced fully that he's a spy, and he may attempt to track us down at some point.
I don't think we have to worry about Thomas.
I
No?
know we don't have to worry about Thomas.
No.
Is it the
yes.
one that's dead?
Well, no, we don't know that he's dead.
Oh,
I'm fairly certain.
Oh, I know he's dead. I know.
oh.
Oh.
This is horrible. He's
Yes,
not.
well, again, really probably shouldn't be admitting to the authorities that we have stolen and murdered on our...
We did, and you
Sure.
just
Oh.
you just said that.
We
Well,
didn't murder anybody.
no, I didn't.
I just said I know that he's dead. I just know because I
Please.
saw his face.
Please.
Right.
What do you mean that you murdered someone?
Well, we didn't.
We didn't.
They,
We
there
did
were
not.
unfortunately, we witnessed a murder.
Yes, we did.
in
Witness.
Witnessed it.
And we couldn't do anything to prevent it, otherwise our cover would have been blown.
There were some actions taken that, although undesirable, were for the good
The
of
greater
resist-
good.
The greater good.
the good of the
Greater good.
resistance.
So, what's next?
So what happened?
Oh, yes. The
We-
trade.
We made
Please, start from the beginning and tell me what happened.
we left.
Sure.
Do you
For
want
me.
it bullet points or in detail?
In detail would be preferable.
Well, as we were approaching Osgodol, we ran into some trouble, as you might expect, and
Vidania sort of leans forward. Barbena says, "Oh, and what kind of trouble is that?"
Spiky boy.
some ogres were eating some travelers.
Ah,
And then we
Unfortunate.
saved them.
You
We
saved one of them.
The remaining one who hadn't been eaten yet, and then
Thomas.
they helped us get to Turgan. They'd escaped. They were a croat there.
ah.
Spiky boy. I remember him. There was this demon thing that came, scared ogres.
Yes, we
Quite
saw
feral.
that it had killed a horse demon.
You encountered a demon.
Yeah, several, actually.
It looks
Mm-hmm.
very friendly.
Well, Spiky Boy was only friendly thanks to some magic that drove
Oh,
it
yeah.
away.
Oh, yeah, you're all.
Truly, I'm sure it would have eaten us all.
But we
You are quite
some-
lucky. Demon encounters do not end well.
Well, there's luck and then there's skill. I would really put it down to skill.
Yeah.
We really did send the right people on this
Hey-
mission.
Anyway,
Give me a charisma check. Do you have the pride skill? No, I'm
Pride.
Yeah,
I should do. I should be
What
given
is-
it immediately right
charisma.
now.
Let me see what else
When
you
he
got.
says that, I kind of want to do like a Charlie's Angel, like cross the arm and put my back to crack you.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a charisma plus bluffing. Yeah.
Quite.
These idiots.
I'm kind of not bluffing though, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
Um,
unintentional bluffing though, I think.
There's no one in there.
Okay, a 10 on a 3d6. He says, all right, well, you're alive, so you did something right. That's good. And I think I think there's definitely an element of luck there for sure, but well done.
Well, wait until you hear the next 2 demon encounters.
Two
And they want three
demon
demon encounters, of course. Then really, is it luck at that point, or is it pure
let's
skill?
not crack your. Let's not get ahead of
Well,
ourselves.
it's just, if we're going to go, we want the hero's greeting tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
As we wake up, the people lifting us on their shoulders through the streets.
See it now.
Coin, women,
Song, wine. Yes.
little.
I can see it all. Yeah.
Anyway,
So Thomas led us to Turrigan, and Goldrick, please, you have company. Hold it in, or leave the room.
Oh, sorry.
You're still doing it.
I'm not.
Still a squeaker.
Excuse me. We were going to bring him back here so that, he had a life to live, but he somehow got caught, and well, he was tied up in the town square, and after we'd made a deal with Stonewater for supplies of food and grain, etc., we saw him there, and he was looking worse for wear, and
We aided someone on their way to freedom.
Understandable.
Yes.
We harbor no ill will for this. This is a unfortunate circumstance. I think all of us have done things that we regret, and things that we have done in the name of the resistance. Please, continue.
We made the deal. We went as planned with Trist as a toll, and we somehow managed to convince them. We made the deal for, I think it was,
260.
yes, there's 260 gold, and that's
No.
275, right?
No.
Wasn't it?
350.
I thought we got a discount, but I can't
Yeah,
think.
I wrote it down as a discount.
Yeah, that's you guys got charged after the fact too, though. For the whatchamacallit, for the discretion.
Oh, did we get charged for that? Fuck.
Yeah, I looked it up.
For what?
The discretion.
Where we had them not follow us because they were gonna take it to, like, we didn't want them to follow us, so we told them just go take it to Frostborn.
Yeah, you guys gave
Okay.
over 175 in your preliminary encounter. It was you gave up half.
Oh, I wrote it down as like the monthly fee. So
Yeah, the monthly fee is 350. You guys gave up 175 up front.
Yeah. But we made the deal that you would only take it part way, and then we'd, under the guise of making our tolls work for their food, that we'd send them to pick it up about halfway at the edge of the pillars, I believe.
So, where? So simply at the edge of the pillars. We don't have a specific location.
I can't remember. And
I believe Trist made this deal. Maybe we should get her in here.
Tris, maybe we should, I'm gonna
think-
slap Tris on the face.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh dear.
Aims the gun right at your
Tris,
face.
wait. It's me.
Your point?
We just need you to speak to their excellencies about precisely the exact details on the trade that you made with Mr. Stonewater and Thurgan.
You're the one that struck the deal. We was getting
you
cookies.
spoke- Yeah, we were dealing with dinner. We successfully managed to get dinner for everybody.
Pastries. Yes.
Very nice pastries,
Very
if I
lovely.
recall.
And
It's
why
often
would
enough for
you
me to
think that
eat without-
slapping me was okay to wake me up?
You know
Oh.
what? You're absolutely right, Trist. And I
Yeah.
slap Crackle, just bam right on the backside of the head. Stop being so
yeah.
rude.
Well, I just thought that's what we all did to each other. We've all been hitting each other the entire time. Is that not what we do?
oh, I owe you about 50 then.
What? Yes, that's fine. I've been getting hit my whole life. I thought
Triss sort of stands up and she says, I'm sorry, what do you want from me?
Talk
the
about
trade.
The
The
location.
deal, the deal you made with Stonewater.
Ah,
the
yes.
location.
You're all finally here. I made the trade. What about it?
Where did we say that, or excuse me, where did you say that they were going to take it?
I left it vague. I said we'd leave this at the edge of the pillars. We didn't want to give away our location. That would be stupid.
She said at the edge of pillars, obviously.
And the pillars are, well, a good 20 to 30 miles wide. That's not my problem. I told them where to drop it. You should have scouts, surely.
West of Turgan, I believe. West of the pillars. I think that's what we told them. I'm sorry, it's just there's been so much going on. On our way
West
back,
of the
we ran
pillar.
into
Thurgan does not... Thurgan is quite a bit north from the pillars. If they were to leave it west of Thurgan, then it would be in the middle of the grasslands. Again, not my problem. We did our
Didn't
mission.
We have a written agreement.
Don't we have some payment coming?
I would press on this one. We did what we were supposed to do and got supplies. Now, we said the pillars, it might be 20, 30 miles long, but that's a you problem, not a we problem. We did what we were supposed to do.
What you were supposed to do was secure a trade agreement, yes. And you have done quite well in that regard. We appreciate it. And he sort of like looks at Barbena, who's got her arms crossed, and she's just kind of looking seriously pissed. And
Listen, we almost died getting there.
And
Right,
back.
Tell
And
him
we
about the
almost died.
six-legged bear snake beast thing.
When we were there, we also ran into the demon.
Back, you almost died.
Yes, it's true.
On our
He
way back.
almost became slave.
You
Hey,
must
show me your
understand.
eyes.
I don't want to show you my
Vidania,
ass.
Vidania,
also Trinity.
like, sort of pipes in and she says, "Yes, if Krakuel died, that would have been a shame." And she's still, like, staring at you, like, right in the eyes.
There was.
Do I notice her line of sight?
I think so. She's not trying to hide it.
Yeah.
She's
After we left Turgum, we did run into some trouble with a six-legged bear full of snakes.
I mean, you say trouble. Trouble for you.
I don't know
perhaps.
anything about the bear.
There were some issues.
Does you rain?
Yeah, you
Yes,
ran.
you ran away.
Uh,
Luckily, I was there. I
There's
managed
a
to
lot
fell
of
the
talk
bear with a
happening,
knife.
but I don't feel like there's a lot of payment for our efforts.
We do not need payment, Trist. The
We can
payment is the successful saving of the planet.
And perhaps that large coin purse that you spilled out in front of you.
Oh,
No,
that's Goldrick's life savings. I couldn't
Life
Don't
possibly-
you want your money back from... They owe you money back. You and Mom. You gave money.
What are you talking about? I thought that you absconded with that from the city. You stole it from that noble, didn't you say that?
I did not steal anything.
You people are disgusting. I turn on my party immediately. How dare you ask for payment? This is the resistance. We're trying to save everybody. We're
Shut
trying
the
to find
hell
a
up,
way outside
Dracula.
of the.
Enough! Enough.
There was another issue that I think might be more important than the rest.
More important.
Yes. I reach into my bag and slam the book down.
Vidania sort of sits up from her chair abruptly and just kind of like her eyes go a bit wide and then she sits down.
This thing is evil.
I believe I left that in the charge of Krakuel.
They stole it from me.
They did
Almost. I don't know what it was trying to do. It absorbed
all
his
weed.
soul or fill him with evil or something. It was doing something.
Poppycock.
Krakuel
I was in full control.
Krakuel checked if the evil thing near us intended to cause us harm, and it did. And the book was the evil thing. This book is evil, and it intends It wishes us harm.
Yes, but it's a book. It can't actually. Look,
Crackle,
nobody
it
knows more
lifted
about the
you
book than I do.
It lifted you in the air and wrapped you in
I
shadow.
I beg
like
to
point
differ,
my
Cracule.
wings.
I
I can
beg to
fly.
I beg to differ, Cracule. Books
Mm.
can in fact cause harm. You should in
Yes, well-
fact be wary of it.
Oh,
Glenda, you
right.
are very astute for making this observation.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad that you were there.
Well, I am too. It's
Well, perhaps Glenda should read the book. Oh wait, she can't.
I have no intention of reading this book, Crackle. It's evil.
Yes, well, I do have an intention of reading it, and I'm perfectly in control when I do.
You're most certainly not.
Look, we're safe now. We're back in the ruins of Osgudal. I think I can take the book back.
May I ask, what did you encounter when you did try to read the book that led you to feel this way, Glenda?
I didn't try to read it. I can sense when evil is nearby, and this book is a source of evil. I daren't try and read it.
And nothing happened beyond you sensing it?
Well, not to me, but to Crackle. It
What happened to Cracule? And she leans forward again, just kind of like, sort of with her brow furrowed, looking at you kind of hard.
Well, it lifted him in the air, and darkness started to seep out from it, and it wrapped around him and tried to enter through his mouth and through his eyes, and
And how did you stop this?
well, I protected him against evil, and it couldn't enter him. But had I been a few moments later, I don't know what would have happened.
She leans back, ponderous, and she says, I think that this book is, as you say, it has a sort of will, a purpose. However, I think it is also imperative that we continue to learn from it. We are in a difficult position. Perhaps, if you are able to use this same magic that you have control over, Cracule may read from the book safely.
Well, if he's going to read it, I do want to be there to protect him.
It's good that you are traveling together then. If he was by himself, surely something worse would have happened. It's good that you were there, Glenda.
I agree.
She looks towards you, Cracule, and says, you should be very careful with knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Well, I assure you I had it under control. Glenda simply misunderstood precisely what was happening. As I
Everyone
said,
else
I
saw it. What do you think, everyone else? Do you think
Well,
that? Do you think he
well,
had it under control?
Have you seen me cast a spell before? What does it look like? It looks like I'm pouring ink from my hands, and that was simply what was happening. And I have wings on my back, and that's why
It
I was
wasn't.
flying.
Perhaps Crackle shouldn't read it. If you can't even tell the truth about the moment, then I hate to think what the book could do to him.
I think I was sleeping that time.
I'll just keep
Trust
my
me,
show.
I can. It wasn't good. Crackle, you don't need to lie about it.
Okay. I will still read the book, and you can be there and make me snacks, like they said.
Right, but you have to promise if you feel anything unusual or notice anything unusual, you will tell us.
Well, now that we're on the subject, my bum does ache a little.
It's true. I saw you got slashed by the six-legged snake bear thingy.
There was a
Right,
giant
and
snake
we killed
bear.
it, and we applied a salve, but maybe if you moved around a little bit more on your own.
I felled the beast myself with a dagger. I look at Barbenna. Barbenna's like a warrior, right?
Not necessarily. She's a bit older, and she's a dwarf with I think the female dwarves don't have the sort of mustache part of their beard. They just have the lower portions of the beard. It's a bit shorter than the males. But there's nothing that really tells you that she's necessarily a warrior that you would say.
I just figured because she seemed a lot more like angry.
She's a dwarf.
What do you mean with a dagger? It was a butter knife.
Well, one man's dagger is another man's butter knife, of course. I killed it myself.
It's still alive.
Hmm?
Right, so
Yeah, but you can't prove that.
Oh.
Neither can they.
I believe
Oh,
this
they
book
let
to
out.
be.
We'll get a bigger reward. What?
Oh, right.
I believe that the book is very dangerous and should only be read under supervision and protection. That's my opinion.
Well,
Well,
I'll be
I-
there for you if you need me to
yeah,
punch him in the face next time it reads.
I'll read the book and you can be there.
Can I be there too?
No,
Oh.
I can't concentrate with your stench.
Vidania says, Glenda, I think that you have a handle on the situation. I think you should hang on to the book for now. Crackuel, I would still encourage that you read it. We still may learn something more from it, but Glenda should be there just in case anything were to happen.
Well, I suppose I've not got anything else on at the moment. I'll give it a once over again.
Good. Now, as far as this encounter, what was the agreement? What was the trade? You said, how much? Ah, yes. We bartered him down to 350 gold crescents a month. For how many supplies? I believe they said something along the lines of 250 people's worth of vegetables and such. 250? Well, that is quite good. Well done, all of you. That will help us tremendously. We have other hunters and scouts trying to obtain more means of food. And what of caravans? Did you run into any caravans?
No, we didn't, but we did spot some fairly healthy-looking horses.
More importantly, we gave
Interesting.
over half of the money up front, trying to make sure that the deal went through. I assume that we'll be reimbursed for this? Yes. Yes. Money is a bit tight, but
Well, we do have that bag of gold. I'm sure we could just use that.
No.
Perhaps we can sell
Find
some
them
of the
back.
silverware that they have as well. Goldrick, are you okay? Do you need me to
Oh,
see
yeah, I
to you?
just got something in my throat.
Perhaps I should help him
Well,
outside for a
well,
moment.
Take a drink of water or something.
I'll help him outside
I
so that
think
it's no
he
longer
needs to.
disturbing.
Go ahead.
No, don't go
That's
outside.
right.
Go
we should
ahead.
take-
Don't.
We should get him out of
Don't
the room.
leave.
Bring your bag.
No, don't bring it.
I got.
give me a
Let's get him out of the
give
way.
me a
Put the
give me an
gold on the
acting check
table.
plus your charisma, Galdrick. I'm minus a d6 because they saw this happen. Like they saw you spill this gold. Like they're not dumb. Okay, an 11. Worst acting I've ever seen. Okay, so yeah, they just kind of look at you and say, "I'm not asking for the money that you found. That's none of our business. The only thing that matters here is the money that you wagered on the deal. I will say, however, that we are a bit troubled for money, especially after making this deal. You are entitled to do whatever you want with the money that you found. It's none of our business."
Well, that may be correct, but neither of you
should be lying
And the money
deceiving
that
your
we
friends
spent
here.
already?
Yes, we will reimburse you.
Good.
Well, I still think we should share it.
And
but-
what about a reward?
How do you keep looking at me when Trist is saying some outlandish shit like this?
But Trish always
I-
says things like that.
Demo,
That's
I'm with
Trist.
Trist. I really want the reward too.
We
You're
can't.
helping save people's lives. Surely that's a reward in and of itself.
No, it's not.
Oh, sometimes you lot make me lose hope.
We almost died several times.
Yeah,
You
several
did. You
times.
ran each time.
I almost died.
I
All
ran
right,
once.
Here's the question: who would have died if I hadn't healed them? Raise your hands. Is
Tris.
that all of you?
Triss
Do you know I
says,
charge 150 gold each for that? I'll have that now. Thank you very much.
No, I don't. I have 21.
Oh, you
gold
only have 21
crowns.
gold.
That's it.
When Glenda, when you asked that question, I raised my hand with an evil grin. I'm forward. I was forward.
I'm sure I can change that, Galdrick.
Whole time I was
Just keep
What?
pushing it.
Hey!
Just trying to make
Get
a point. Don't be
ourselves.
so selfish.
I'm not
All of
being
you.
safe.
and we've also killed several things to keep you alive.
That's true. So, I have used my boobs for hypnotism things to get us out of trouble. All right. So where is my 150 gold for my boobs? I need a nice brassiere now.
We all have roles in this group.
That's the point. We work together. And it's the same with the resistance. We wouldn't survive without the resistance. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have the food that they've given us so far.
I feel like you're making a much bigger deal than this, needs to be. I don't need a reward. I would just like, to be reimbursed. 'cause
We can forego the reward.
Yeah, I don't need a reward, but I would like to get.
You say that,
I
but you
did
have
spend
money.
100 crescents myself, so
Oh, I'm sure Goldrick's going to split that money with us.
yeah. I'm gonna get everybody new stuff. I'll get you a brazier. I'm gonna get you some new cooking stuff. I'm gonna get him a saddle for me. As weird as that sounds, I look at the council. Don't ask. And then I'm gonna get me some shiny armor.
What about Tris? Tris wants something, I'm
Tris,
sure.
what do you want? Another arm?
Goldrick.
Do you have an extra one laying around?
I bet they could make one for her.
I bet Thomas does.
I'm just kidding. I don't need another arm.
Goldrick.
Sorry.
Good one.
You should learn about sarcasm, Galdrick. Anyway,
Oh,
about our reward.
oh my god.
If they don't want one, I'll take their share.
I've been wanting one. I told you this.
And they look at each other, and Demetrius says,
Unfortunately, we can't do much for you. Considering that we're going to have to be spending the gold crescents that we do have on the food.
I assume you don't have the money for another month after that.
We'll worry about that as we come to it. For now, let's worry about this next month.
Did you hear that, Goldrick?
What? No, I
No
didn't.
chance we don't have the money for next month's food to feed
Are
everyone.
you, are
Well,
you
it
about
sounds
to-
like we have an entire month to find some money then, doesn't it?
very well,
She's
so
about
no
to
reward.
say-
I'll say maybe next time you should contact somebody else if you need help with something.
That's what I was thinking, Tris. For once, we're on the same page.
Why are you... Honestly, why are you even here?
I'm a
Yeah.
Demekin.
No,
All
wait,
right,
I'm-
I'm
A
still
wonderful
here.
question. And Triss starts to walk out.
Way to go, Mom. I'm out too, Mom. She follows out Tris and, does the cloak thing like Tris does well.
Remember, you kept looking at me like I was the problem, Mom. Okay? I didn't do anything.
Why
I
are you
didn't- I
here,
didn't want a
Goldrick?
reward.
Goldrick, why are you here?
I mean,
Why are
why
you
am I
part
here?
of- why are you part of the
dragged
resistance?
me here.
Why are you part of the resistance?
Oh, because I didn't really care for slavery. Crazy.
because I want to save everyone. I want to find a way to get rid of the demons and so we can all live in peace.
Very noble. Me too.
Yes, genocide.
Crackle, don't
It's always-
talk nonsense.
No, I, much like Goldrick, just simply had nowhere else to go. Luckily for the Resistance, my talents are quite special.
Indeed.
Is there anything else, Demetrius, or can I go?
You mentioned something else. You said that you encountered a demon.
Yes, well, I can't tell you too much about that. Just sort of was there, a strange-looking one with 4 eyes, and
6.
it had many eyes and strange face with its lips peeled back,
And what was this encounter?
it just happened to be staying in the same inn that we stayed in. That was it really from what I saw of it, I think. I'm sorry, I have to go. Will you excuse me?
Okay.
Vidania just kind of pipes up and says, Glenda,
Yes.
thank you for watching after them. They appear to need a steady hand. And again, she's got this way of talking that's extremely direct, right? She always looks you in the eye, and she has this sort of weight behind her words when she talks, you know? She has that sort of very powerful kind of presence.
Yes, well, I think, I don't know, I have some thinking to do. Excuse me. And I take the book and put it in my bag, and I walk on out. And I head home.
I follow.
Okay.
So,
I'm probably too absorbed in my own thoughts to notice, to be honest. So,
I'm just padding along quietly behind. I'm not speaking or anything.
just awkwardly still there in front of the council.
I just assume that we're going to read the book now, so...
Okay. So, Galdrick, you're standing there, and Demetrius says... He sort of, like, talks as if you're not there. Like, he talks to Barbena and Vidania and says...
And now we have to figure out how to make some money. We've secured enough food for another month, but what are we going to do for money?
Barbena says,
I don't like it. I don't like this whole thing. Trusting a toll is a bad idea. We didn't exactly have a choice in the matter, Barbena. Death or trust a toll. And what about the caravans? Are they coming back? We have nothing. We don't know what we will have. We can trust...
he sort of, like, looks back towards you.
Did you have anything else to say, Galdrick?
I just never really had a chance to excuse myself, and you started talking, so I didn't really feel right. You know, if we could always go get some money for you.
And he just kind of looks at you, and there's still some coins that are just kind of, like, in your armor that are just kind of, like, poking out. And he just says,
Yes, obtaining money. You seem to be rather apt at it.
Yes, I am.
Do you have some ideas?
Sure. Yeah, we could do some of my specialty. We could do some raiding. You know what I mean? Just
And
taking
where
my food.
exactly would you raid? Perhaps you wish to return to Thurgan and rob the city blind.
No, that would be foolish. Never return to the scene of the crime. That's a rookie mistake. No, we wouldn't go there.
What happened where a crime was committed? You never did mention where you found that money.
can I do like some sort of intuition to see if I can actually trust these people? Because I'm not sure if I can yet.
Sure. It'd be an intuition. If you have insight, you can add that as a skill.
I do not, so just do a. Of course, I got
6. You don't really know. You just don't know. You haven't really been able to get a good read on the council in general. I mean, from past experience, they haven't really done anything super suspect.
Okay. Well, full disclosure, I took it, I borrowed it from a very, very extremely rude person that we just so happened to come across. Cracule summoned up a few tarantulas on the man's testicles. And then when he started to panic, I began to undo his paints, and he was suspiciously like, "Oh no, thanks for saving me. You know, here, take my gold."
You hear
And then-
Barbena just start to like. Demetrius looks at her, and she's like.
Yes. Bottom line, we borrowed it from an asshole because he's just being rude to people, talking
Was this
down.
person a toll?
Maybe.
Do you know who it was?
Yes, I do, but I don't remember. Stonewash? Something like that? Walt,
You can roll me a check to see if you remember.
Shit!
Give me a logic check.
Come on. Hey, it's
A 12. Yeah, you don't have anything else that could help you. Okay. That might be enough. Let's see.
I thought it was Stonewash, Brush Will,
No.
Billy Bob.
It was Mr. Buckway.
Buckway. Yeah. This is the one that owned the inn, right?
No, this is the one that had the.
This was Thomas's master.
This was Thomas's old master.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arash was Thomas's master, right?
Yeah, but it's the
What?
Buckway. So,
What did you say,
Where was
Zagonicus?
Auxiliary round. I don't know, I've just got arrows pointing everywhere on this part. I wrote it out
No,
wrong the
if-
first time, so I can't tell who's fucking who.
Buckway
Yeah.
was the slave trader that specialized in child labor. Arash was the tobacco farmer that owned Thomas.
Yeah, right. There we go. So,
Yeah. So, let me fix the roll window there. Sorry about that. Apologies. Okay, so,
I stole it from a toll that specialized in child labor and slave trading, if you don't mind.
Buckwater. I know that name.
that
Big fat guy.
that
Extremely rude.
is troubling news indeed. While I believe that stealing from a person such as this is retribution for atrocities that have been accumulating for his entire life, I believe that a person like this will not forget an encounter such as the one that you describe.
We could kill him.
A person like this, a toll, that is very wealthy, or at least a few coins less wealthy, is one that has some resources. Surely, an event such as this will not go forgotten. I would be wary. As travelers yourself, it is quite possible that bounties are on your heads now.
That's wonderful.
No, it's not. If you
What are you talking-
stole from a toll, with clout and you weren't smart enough to kill him, then he knows your face. Your face has been drawn most likely to some sort of wanted poster.
Yes.
That is a
Exact-
bad thing, you fool.
No! That's a good thing!
In what way?
You needed money, didn't you?
They look at each other confused.
Well, why don't we go collect? If my friends take me in to collect the bounty, we finish what we started, and we collect the coin for the resistance.
Are you willingly turning yourself in?
No, it's a ruse. It's a ruse, Demetrius. It's a ruse.
And how do you expect to pull this ruse off?
Well, I don't know. The same way I always pull things off. Kick in the front door, kill everybody in my way, take the coin, leave.
You are aware that Mr. You said his name was Buckwater,
Yes. Fat guy.
will be much more prepared for such an occasion.
You think so? It was just food for thought. I didn't know.
Regardless,
Oh, fine. I just thought it was a neat
it's
idea.
not necessarily a bad idea.
Just trying to help. You know, just-
Like, I just see you, like, crossing your arms and kick, like, a little pebble or something. You know, like, I'm just trying to help. Yeah, Demetrius kind of looks at you and says,
Well, it's food for thought. And thankfully, due to your efforts, we have food coming in. So we'll think on it. And thank you for the offer.
Yes, if you don't have anything else, if you can't think of anything else, I'm sure we could pull something off. Whereas I think if he sees me again in public, he might, have me executed, called in and stuff like that. But maybe we go in the dead of night. We've captured your prisoner. Knock, knock, knock at his door, sort of thing. That's the son of a bitch right there. Maybe we get lucky and there's only a couple guards. We can take them out, no problem.
I've heard worse ideas.
You've
been talking to Tris?
It seems a bit much, but we'll talk it over.
Hold on. Just hold on.
If that's all, then you may go.
Okay. Is the blacksmith awake?
What blacksmith?
Right. Okay. I'll see my. I dropped another coin. I'll
You,
see
like,
my-
bend over, like, 5 more coins fall out from your armor.
Shit. I'll see you guys later.
All right, and you walk out. So, Rosalina, you and Trist have sort of walked off. Trist is going at her usual brusque pace of full speed. There's trailing behind her.
Where are you going? Places this way.
Oh, are we going to your place?
Well,
I was
you-
merely going to find a nice warm corner.
Yeah, you always sleep on my table.
Purely coincidence.
Yeah, always coincidence. Like every day, wake up, there you are, and I don't even like you. Come on, let's
I'm
go.
still waiting for your point.
Yeah, I'm going. Let's go. I knew you were going to say something smart ass. I don't even know I try. And Rosalina starts walking towards her place.
Okay, let's see if Trish follows you. She does.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So, what is? Why don't we get a sort of what does it look like when you walk to your place? Why don't you describe it a little bit? Because it's been a while since we've been to your place.
Yeah, it has been a while. So like I know like they have a front door, but like other than that, it's like just a large room and off to the side is like her bedroom. But it's because she's like sex demon, whatever. She has like those little drapey beads hanging like and they're busted beads because this is the ruins. It's like scraps of beads and then scraps of like just to try to make it look
A
nice or
little bit
whatever.
of fabric or something woven in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hot
Whatever.
mess, but
Yeah.
you know. So it's that basically there's a table that's super old in the middle, um, and
Maybe
a
it's like
hearth.
driftwood or something.
Yeah, it's just all thrown together, but that's in the middle. It like maybe sitting on an empty barrel that's busted, and like it wobbles, and there's like a few chairs around, but they're all cobbled together, and a hearth with a pot. That's literally all they have, or all that Rosalina has. But she basically accepts that Triss kind of just like lives there. You know what I mean? She's always sleeping on the table, so
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, Triss just kind of like unslings her backpack and finds a spot, and probably just against the wall this time. Somehow she just like always ends up on the table. Like people sort of toss and turn through the night. Triss just relocates.
To the table.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, Triss, I will say this. For once, I am glad that we agree on one thing. I don't want to do adventuring without a sort of payment. As selfish as that is, look at us. We have nothing. I have 21 gold crowns to my name. I am broke. I need money.
They did say they would reimburse us, but I agree. We should be getting some sort of reward for going through all of this effort.
Look, I didn't even have money to be reimbursed with. Like, I don't have money. I'm going to have to resort to things I don't want to.
Although I do suppose that it is possible that they simply don't have the money to give us.
Yeah, I get that. I still like, how can you send us out and then, we go through all this trouble. I'm tired. I don't feel well ever. And it's whatever. It's irritating to even think about.
I suppose it is better than simply being a slave, however.
Yes, you might have a point, but shut up. Go to sleep.
Do you have anything to eat?
No, I am poor. I told you. My
You don't-
rations got stolen in the night, and I have nothing. I am broke. And why you got to bring up food? I was just going to ignore it.
Very well. You don't have to cry about it. I guess I'll go to sleep.
Yes, go to sleep. Crazy. She trails up and she just walks to her little room. And in her room is just like pillows and blankets. So it's kind of like a mat, like a pallet on the floor.
Okay. Fair enough. You just kind of collapse. Playing Trist is fun.
You're doing such a great job of it too. Great job.
Just not giving a fuck about anybody is great. It must be what living like Brad is like. Okay. So, what are the rest of you doing?
Quietly following Mum.
Yeah, I'm heading home.
I'm gonna go to the store, the general store,
What general store?
the storehouse. All right, the
storehouse?
storehouse.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's a sort of sleepy looking guard with a spear leaning, kind of like looking like they're about to fall over.
Gotta sneak up as quiet as I can. Hey!
What?
Good morning.
Who goes there?
Is they put the spear down? It's Goldrick. Put the
They're
stop
holding
it.
they're holding the spear all wrong. Like by the end of the spear, you know.
first off, that's not going to do any damage. All right, here you go. Calm down. All right. Is the storehouse open?
The storehouse? What do you need?
Oh, I just need to purchase a few things from home.
Well, it's unfortunately it's been closed. You see, by the enclave.
Yeah, I don't care. Do you have food?
Well, it's been closed, sir.
I get a gold crescent.
He looks at it.
I tuck it in like if he has a.
You do like a
pocket square,
little-
like.
Sir, I'm sorry, it's been closed.
I take another one. And I do it again. Look, I just need some basic rations. All right, we've been walking for fucking ages.
So
all right?
we have a bit of a problem, though. We're running low on supplies.
I haven't eaten in 2 days. I just finished securing supplies for this entire fucking place, and we're fine. All right, food is on the way. If you don't give me some rations, I'm gonna break that spear and shove it up your ass. I take Wabble Marco Crescent.
Sir, I'm sorry. The enclave has said that the storehouse is closed, and it's only open in the mornings.
If you say that one more time, I'm gonna start screaming for Demetrius, and it's gonna be on your head.
I'm sorry, sir.
Demetrius!
He looks
like
at you.
midnight.
He looks at you, kind of like wild-eyed, like.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Rosalina, all the way at home, is like, "What was that?"
You
I expect to
you
see.
see like some candlelight like kind of flashing amongst like some of the houses and stuff nearby. You hear people yelling, "Shut up!" Like people screaming like out their window. And there's a few guards that start to like rush over. And you see, and again, the guards here are not proper guards. Like they are kind of half-assed, and there's maybe only a few guards that seemingly know what they're doing. And two more sort of run over. And you can see them sort of like holding their spears. And they say, "What's going on?"
I'm just calling for Demetrius.
It's the middle of the night. Are you mad?
Yes.
They look at each other. Well, go on. Get back home.
I'm not going home.
The
until
enclave
you
is
take-
busy.
I just came from the enclave.
They all just kind of look like really confused. Then why are you yelling for him?
Oh my god, I swear to God. Get out of my way. I'm storming back towards the enclave.
Okay.
I walk away
You, like-
5 feet. I turn around. I go back to the guard, and I like forcefully reach my hand into the pocket.
Hey,
and take back
hey!
my gold crest. Give me that! You didn't earn these! And walk away.
And they just kind of look at each other, super confused, like they have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And you storm off. They've had to deal. I mean, they've definitely had to deal with a few people that were trying to get extra rations and stuff like that while you guys were gone. You guys are in like sort of, you know, the tightening of the belts has begun, right? So like everybody's kind of forced to live on very specific rations, and they've gotten definitely a few people that have been trying to scam some rations. So you you look like anybody else to them at this point. Storm back to the enclave. I think in the distance, Glenda, you could probably hear somebody screaming. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Cracule, you can do the same. Not that you give a shit.
Definitely don't. But I will do it just for the sake of rolling a thing. Hang on. Perception.
Have they started adding sawdust to the soup yet? Nice.
Did it roll?
God.
Get that frost punk.
Hey, whoa!
20.
The best roll I've ever done.
I hear everything.
20
Doing
out of
that
46.
thing again where I heard everything around me in the forest.
Yeah, it's definitely Galdrick that's screaming for sure. Glenda, you probably can hear the screaming, but you're like you're maybe concentrating on something else. It doesn't really register to you.
I don't care. I'm just like, Goldrick is going to die. And I carry on walking along. In my head. I
Okay.
think it.
Yeah. So Glenda, you and Cracule go back to your house. What's happening?
I just get in, I put my bag down and lean against my table.
Do you try to like close the door before Cracule comes in? Like
I
Cracule.
just like absent-mindedly start moving. Like
I want to say at some point Glenda's going to turn around and like by the door I'm just going to be stood there like a horrible thing. Just waiting. Just stood there waiting.
Cracker, what's she doing?
Oh. Aren't we going to read the book together?
No, I'm going to sleep, Cracker.
Oh. We'll have a nice sleep.
Good night.
Good night.
I like that the children laughing part of this ambient track just happened like as soon as he said that.
I gesture to the door.
Alright, well, can't I read the book while you're asleep? You'll still be here.
No, you can't.
Well, what am I going to do all evening?
It's nighttime. You can go to sleep, Cracker.
This is the perfect time for me to read. I like reading at night.
Well, I'm sure you can find something else to read.
Do you have any books? Other books?
Let me check my inventory in case for some reason I bought some kind of book. I doubt I did. No, I don't. What are the odds of anyone having a book like in this world who's not at all?
It would be extremely expensive. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing
That's why I want one.
not often.
No, I don't have. A book.
If you had a book, it would be like a keepsake or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very valuable.
No, I don't. I don't have any. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, make sure that as soon as you awaken, you'll come and fetch me.
I'll consider it. Good night.
Well, the Enclave want us to read the book. It's a mission.
Good
They've given me
night,
a-
Dracula.
Ow.
He keeps
Night.
like turning around and like looking back.
Close the door. I'll like walk past the window, but then I'll like look in, check she's actually going to sleep.
You just see me leaning against the table, face palming.
Give me a perception check. Let's see if you can see in. If there's enough space for you to see.
I
in.
also want to see if she doesn't try and read the book herself.
Okay.
What if the book's controlling
An
her?
11.
She
I think
seemed
that's
particularly
probably.
angry today.
I think that's probably enough to see part of Glenda through some like slats in the wood covering a hole in the wall there, the makeshift window. You can probably just see her with her head in her hand.
I'd sit down at the table proper and put my elbows up on it and clasp my hands and I start praying.
Okay, I'm
Silent.
bored now. I leave. As soon as I see prayer, I leave. Like
Okay.
real life. And I'll go and I'm gonna wander the streets. I'm not going to sleep. I don't need rest. I have been carried and had naps all the way here. I'm like chill.
Everyone is probably a bit hungry, however.
I'll wander the streets
Yeah.
and look for something to.
Galdrick is hangry. Galdrick,
If I
you
don't eat, I'll get pissed.
you get back to the Enclave. There's a guard outside too, but they see you approach. They just kind of move out of the way, and you just hear, "Come in." Barbena is just a little bit in front of the door, and she says, "Did you have anything else to say?"
Yeah, just one little. I need some assistance. I tried going to the storehouse to get something to eat. Just not a fucking feast. I just need something to eat. I haven't eaten in like 2 days.
Oh yeah, that was well, that was important. We had to, we had to make sure that we had enough rations to last us as long as possible. So
Of course.
we've only gone ahead and had the storehouse open in the morning for rations. It hasn't gone very well, but it's unfortunate that we had to do that.
Is there any chance you could make an exception? I haven't eaten.
Oh,
in like 2 days.
yes, of course. I'll go with you. Come on.
Thank you very much. This is the female dwarf, right?
Yeah. She's older, definitely, and this is something you'd recognize. Maybe certain affectations about her, besides the fact that she's got a weathered face. I feel like a lot of dwarves have weathered faces in general. It's just kind of a common thing from frowning so much, and it's like the alternating personality of like jovial and angry. It's like you got two settings. And she sort of, she accompanies, she said,
So, about that whole toll thing, what do you make of it?
What do you mean?
I mean,
Like which portion of it? I mean, I apologize.
this whole trade agreement thing. I don't trust any tolls.
Oh, neither do I, of course. I mean, I think it's a patch job on a pipe that's eventually going to burst no matter what. I think there needs to be a larger solution.
Right. That's what I've been saying. But they have to bring up the whole fact that we just don't have any food or we don't have any money. I just don't know how we ensure the delivery. What did you make of this fellow, what'd you call him, Stonewater?
Stonewater. Oh, Stonewater, yeah, that one. I didn't get to spend too much time with him. He seemed unusual. He seemed like the type that is okay making a complete deal with the resistance, He even made us sign what did she call it? A discretion fee or something like that. Pretty sure he knows he's delivering it to us to begin with.
Discretion fee.
Discretion fee.
That sounds weird.
Yes, absolutely. It's like somebody selling to both sides of the fence, and they know what they're doing. They don't care. They just want the profit.
How do we make sure that they're not following us if we do pick everything up? I don't like it.
I think the longer that deal goes on, the riskier it becomes. Once, we might get away with it. Twice, might get away with it. 3 times, we'll get paid.
Right. We need to be self-sufficient. That's what I've been saying. You need to capture some sort of farm animals, try and raise them in the caverns. Don't know any that will try to run away or might die in captivity down here. It's not exactly the best place to raise an animal.
I say we just grow our homies.
Grow up. Are you daft?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But
What kind of army do you expect us to grow? We barely have 300 people here.
yeah, I know that, but I mean, you got to start small. You know what I mean? You got to start winning little battles. Guerrilla warfare.
Have you ever seen the Horde move? Have you ever seen the Grand Army of Denarath?
No, of course not. Or I would prefer not to. Well, I mean, what's the alternative? Living in here forever?
It's a conversation we have often, but it's something we need to reconsider. If we are reliant on this trade. We are encouraging spies. We're encouraging problems. But if we try to raise an army, we'll be crushed. Imagine for a moment, if, let alone the Horde moved, but what if one of the Nameless ones were to move? No one that I have ever heard of has ever stood up to them and lived.
It sounds like we've got to find a way. I'm sorry. I know it's very likely going to be the death of me, and I'll die way too young and too beautiful. But I've lived the first portion of my life as a slave. I'd rather not spend the rest of my life as a slave. Getting farm animals, establishing trades, sneaking around behind buildings, doing all sorts of stuff. It's just not living. Not thriving. It's surviving. I don't want to survive. I want to leave.
I share your sentiment. And as much as I agree with what you're saying, we can't fight directly. This is our only means of survival right now. And if we can make slow and steady progress, then maybe we have a chance.
What if we fought indirectly?
Well, in a way, that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to steal from caravans, and unfortunately we haven't had enough success. They've been hiding them, they've been moving them stealthily. We haven't heard back from our hunter group that went out looking for a caravan.
Oh, we met them. We passed by them.
You did what?
Yeah, we passed by them. I don't remember his name. I didn't catch it. Rosalina.
Why didn't
might
you
remember
tell
it.
us, you daft fool?
I forgot. You should have asked Rosalina. She's the one that boinked one of him.
What's boinking mean?
Coitus.
That's disgusting. Stop gyrating your hips.
Sorry.
She's like smacks you like on the shoulder.
Ah! Sorry. She did it, not me. I've kept it in my pants.
So, alright, so what happened? What did they say? Did they find a caravan?
No, not yet. I don't think so. I don't really remember. I was really hungry. I don't really remember much.
Do you only think with your stomach?
When I'm hungry.
By the way, this is if you do remember your mom, like Glenda has been taking the place of your mom, but this is like a really common kind of dwarven interaction between like mother and son. This is like a stereotype almost at this point. And she's just kind of slapping you like lightly on the shoulder, you know, doing that kind of mom thing. And she says, "And they didn't find any caravan?"
Not yet. Not yet. I believe not yet. I don't really remember. I was trying to.
Well, we'll have to check the message drop point.
And she just kind of crosses her arms, and she says,
I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right, well, come on. Let's get you some food.
I'm sorry.
Idiot.
and she just kind of marches off. Yeah, she goes to the storehouse, and she gets you a few rations, and she says, "Now here, take these, and we'll make the announcement tomorrow, and perhaps we'll get everyone well fed. Maybe some sort of big feast or something tomorrow."
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna go take these to Mum, and we call her Mum, by the way, 'cause she's the Mum of the group. We're gonna take these to Mum and go shave, of course. I'm gonna be greedy.
Good boy. And she says, "Now, make sure that if you see something like resistance members out in the wild that are having problems, you remember it."
She
Yeah,
whacks you on the head.
Oh, yes, sorry.
No, off with you!
I've enjoyed. Okay, I've got to go.
You're probably like tearing up a little bit, like I miss my mom. Like it's just kind of, you know.
I'm gonna start making my way to Glenda's. Thank you.
Waddle off. Give me a perception check, Galdrick. Okay. Yeah, you head to Glenda's.
I open the door.
Without knocking, you just open the
Of
door.
course. I'm a dwarf.
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
Yeah, I was probably still sitting at the table at this point. Just, oh, Goldrick, what are you doing?
I've got food. I got food.
No, it's fine. You can leave.
Oh, are you crying?
No, I'm not. It's dusty in here. I haven't
Oh, why are you
cleaned it.
crying?
I haven't cleaned in here, and it's.
Oh no, come
just-
here! I want to like go
Goldrick,
over to her
give
and
me
just give her a big ol' hug. Just
Yeah,
come
I
here. Come
I
here,
grab
you
my
promised
quarterstaff
me.
and say to me, and I just point it up at your gut, so you can't get in range.
Goldrick, please knock before you enter my home.
I'm sorry, I will. Come here. Come
But
here.
no, you can make
don't-
it up to me by leaving.
And I like push you back as best I can.
Stop. Don't be afraid of your feelings.
Goldrick,
No,
Goldrick,
I've got food.
get
I've
out.
got food.
Get out!
I've got
I
food.
don't care, Goldrick. Leave.
Why is everyone so afraid of love? And I just turn around and walk out. You know, if you're crying, we could talk about it like a family.
Shut up, Goldrick!
I slam the door out of anger.
The door does the thing. I mean, it's a shitty like wooden slat door, and it just kind of like slams and then like.
I'm trying to like slam the tent flap.
Yeah, just go over and push my door closed properly and snuff out my candle and head to bed.
All right. Galdrick and Crackuel walking in the dark.
Just trying to share my food. I'll go
I can
I'll
see
go
in
to
the dark.
Rosalina's next.
Baldrick and Crackuel is like.
You're gonna go to Rosalina's next?
Yeah.
Okay. Crackuel, what are you up to?
Wandering around
Okay.
Osgudal.
Okay. So yeah, there's probably one or two people that are maybe out and walking around. There's probably like a guard patrol or something that just kind of like walking around, seemingly sort of hapless. They don't really know like too much what to do. They just kind of stop in a few places and look around. You just kind
I'm
of
doing the exact same thing.
okay. It's probably a human, and they just kind of like look at you oddly, and they say, "Hello, what are you doing?"
Hello, and perhaps I could ask you the very same question.
I'm patrolling,
Hmm.
trying to make sure there's no problems.
Is there any problems?
No, not yet.
Very good. Do you know if anybody is awake at this hour that might sell robes for a
So,
gentleman of smaller stature?
well, they look kind of like look down at you, and you're like, you know, little impish self, and they say,
Most grotesque thing.
well, the trader is gone for the next few weeks.
Hmm. As I suspected. Perhaps, is there a family in town that has a small child?
I don't feel comfortable answering that.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to go and skin
I'm
any
a
child
little-
alive. I'm going to see if I can possibly barter with them and haggle a child's outfit. I don't want to be wearing this all the time. I'm still wearing that, like, fucking makeshift diaper thing out of the blanket or whatever we made it out of. It's
Yep.
horrific. I
It's-
can't be walking wearing this
I
or
forgot
for
about that.
for weeks now, can I? I lost my
robe in a terrible battle.
And they look at you kind of skeptically, like, right.
I had a knife, and I was involved in a fight with a sort of bear snake demon creature. I managed to jump on the thing's back and fell it in one swift strike.
Well, that does
But
explain
in
the blood.
process, Yes, I'm covered in filth and blood, and I will need a bath, but Mum's asleep, so she can't do it yet.
Your mum.
Hmm.
They kind of like look at you, and they give you the whole once-over thing. Well, perhaps you can try the storehouse. It opens in the morning.
Yes, I was thinking of doing that, but we did size that up before, and I didn't see any robes in there in the last time. I turn around. Well, good night to you, gentlemen. She's not my real mum. I'm adopted. My real mum was brutally murdered when I was young. I was then sold into slavery, hence the mark.
You point. Do you
It's
have
also
the
why I wear
mask?
this.
Do you have the mask? I mean, the mask is up, right?
Yeah, I generally have the mask up when I'm like wandering around. I'll pull it down so I just have this horrible expressionless face. Anyway, good day. Night, I suppose. You can never tell.
Yes. Very well. Be safe on your travels.
I'll waddle off down the nearest road. I guess I'll go home. There's just fuck all to do here, and I'm bored. But there's like,
There's no
like I
night walk.
have nothing to do, so I'll just go home and fuck with summoning cats or something. I don't know. I'll just head back towards my little, like, minimalistic hovel that I have.
Mm-hmm. I love how I've given you guys money, and you're all excited about the money, and then you just have nowhere to spend it.
We got nowhere to spend it. I also have a minimalistic hovel for a reason, because I've lived as a slave and I've never had things, and therefore I don't want things either. So, like, I don't even want stuff. I just want this weird rig. And then with the rest of the money, I don't know what I would even spend it on, but, like, I definitely want this weird rig that I want to go and hack together or have someone forge.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'll waddle home then, I guess.
Sure.
Bored.
So, yeah, you retire home for the evening. Galdrick, you approach Rosalina's hovel.
I open it very quickly and I'm like, oops, sorry. Hoping maybe I catch her changing or something.
Bro, I mean, me and Trist are asleep-ish.
Trist is on the table.
She finally made it to the table. Yeah, Rosalina's in her back room, like, sleeping.
Yeah, you just you see like Trist's feather in her hat, just kind of like.
I'll take one of my rations. I'll take, I assume he gave us rations for the whole party.
Barbena gave you, we'll say, 3 rations.
3 rations? Okay.
Yep.
I will take one of the rations and break it in half, if you will. What is it, bread or something like that? Bread.
I would say probably some dried mushrooms and maybe guy's got a bunch of eggs already. It's probably not eggs. I would say there's probably some like hardtack bread, which is not very good.
I'll take.
It's like
I'll
flour
divide
and
it.
water, you know.
Yeah. I'll divide it into 2, if you will.
Okay.
I'll, like go over to. So it's like a little midnight snack, if you will. Go over to Trist, and I'll just be like, Trist, on like her forehead. Trist, food. I'm gonna like open her hand and just like place it in her hand. The only one
She
has.
definitely is not opening her hand. Her hand is like tucked into her shirt.
Jesus Christ. I place it like, if she's sleeping like this, I want to place it on like on her chest. Then just here you go. I'm gonna go over to Rosalina. I'm gonna do the same exact thing, but I'm gonna take my time placing it in her bosom.
So you walk into Rosalina's sort of back room area. What does it look like back here, Rosalina?
just like I said, just on the floor is the bed, but it's just like ratted, tatted sheets and
You maybe have a few
lumpy,
blankets like piled up or something that you kind of
lumpy pillows. It's you know, you imagine like the 60s orgy palace at the Playboy Mansion with all the pillows.
pillows are
It's like
filled with
that.
hair. By the way, they're not like feather pillows; they're hair pillows.
It's trash. It looks like this Playboy Mansion orgy room was yeah, it's a hot mess.
The post-apocalyptic version.
Yeah, it's gross. But yeah, she's back there laying in her pile of pillows and blankets. I think she like can. I think she would wake up though. Like, uh,
You feel something kind of crumbly between your boobs.
what are you doing?
Oh, I just brought you some food. Sorry, didn't mean to wake you. There you go. It's right there.
Why do you have to put it right here? Why are you not moving your hand away?
I can't help it. It's hypnotized.
Okay, I'm not doing the boob magic. What? You're not. You're lying.
Oh, it's you don't need magic for those.
No, not at all. So, Rosalina sits up, and she, tries to pull all the crumbs out of her boobs. And I just want to say thank you. I'm very hungry, very, very hungry.
Of course, the storehouse is going to be open in the morning. I gave some to Tris, but she's knocked out. So
Are they going to give us food? I don't have any money for food.
I'll take care of it. You know what? Hey, hold on a second. This is what I was trying to do before fucking little twig shit spilt the gold everywhere. I'm gonna go into my bag, and I want to give you 50 gold crescents. So at least you have something.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
So I'm gonna give you 50, and be like, hey, he's 50. You know, it's at least something.
I might have enough to buy food for a week now, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. All right. So,
That's
You're
is
super
very
quiet,
kind.
by the way, Van.
Oh, I'm quiet.
Yeah.
Whoa.
When you were
Is it better?
whispering and you were far away from the mic, it was super quiet.
Oh, sorry. Is that
It's okay.
batteries?
Yep.
So yeah, I'll give you the 50s.
You don't know how much this means to me, seriously. If you need anything, and I do mean anything, I got you. I know what you. I know.
No, don't put your. Never mind. By the way, before I go, I want to start backing out at this point. The enclave lady dwarf, what's her name again?
Don't remember, don't care. Fuck Enclave.
Oh, they know that you had sex with the ranger unit. Okay, bye. No, just leave.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
Damn it! And that's she'll eat her food while he's gone, and she's just stewing over the fact that he told people. Yeah.
Okay. You guys head to rest for the night, and it's a good place for us to take our break. We'll be back in just a little bit, everybody. Hang tight. But please make sure that you follow all these wonderful people. Let me make sure that I remember the friggin' command. I don't know the command. Kujio, this is on you. You do the thing, Kujio.
Is it just Nameless?
I don't know. It might be.
By the way,
There
Twitch
we
Shit is a really good name.
I'm a wicked mod.
There you
Twig
go.
shit is a wicked name for a thing.
Nice.
I don't know what. Probably a goblin.
It's your next campaign, Brad. You were looking for a name. Twig shit. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you play in it.
Sniffles.
I'm gonna make you play in it as a goblin called Twig shit.
Don't Don't fucking threaten me with shit like that,
It's
Brad.
begun.
I will ruin
the
you.
The juices have begun
I will
to
ruin you.
gestate.
Make sure you follow these wonderful people if you haven't done so already. Follows are free. We appreciate them. They help everybody out. Thank you so much so far for watching, everybody. If you want to help support the channel, we have a subscribe button there. You got a Twitch Prime and you want to use it, think about using it on one of these people or on the channel here. And check out the Patreon where we've got some really great rewards up, including helping us decide on our next shill show.
Ooh.
Because we've got a shill show coming up this Saturday.
Yes.
Bradley, do you want
me
to talk about that?
The shill show is our first shill show where you can interact with the game with money. So you can donate to affect some of the things that happen. We're going to be running the one shot that I created that is available on the Patreon for just $1 and above. You'll get this one shot. I'm going to run that with an all-star cast of people on Saturday at, when is it? 4 EDT. The only thing that I know about it is that every single person in the entire world is some form of Benedict Cumberbatch. The entire Forgotten Realms, it's set in the Forgotten Realms, but everyone is Benedict Cumberbatch. And that's that. Everyone in it, everything. Everyone and everything in it is Benedict Cumberbatch. Even the creatures. Like if you were to meet like a weird like
Cracule-esque character.
or a demon, it would have Benedict Cumberbatch features. But you'll be able to watch that, and you can just watch it. But if you want to donate to it, then you can. That's why it's called the Shill Show, because we're shilling the Patreon, and you'll be able to donate some stuff and affect things. The only one donation that I can think of off the top of my head is I think if you hit a certain marker, then it summons Darth Vader. Who 100%, by the way, if you took the mask off, would be Benedict Cumberbatch underneath. So there's that one shot, which is happening. It's our first one with an all-star cast, and I'm DMing it on Saturday. And we're going to do a bunch of different ones as well in the future. So I don't want to do the next one, Whack, please. But I think they can make me, right? Is that what happens? I forget now.
Sure.
Can they pick? Can they pick the DM?
Sure, why not?
Pick? Yeah? All right, well, good. Eventually, you'll cause me to have like a real world mental breakdown if you want. So
yeah, that's the $1,000 goal is to cause Brad a real I know him well enough that I can give him a mental breakdown. Like I'm pretty sure.
100%. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard. I'm like 99% at the moment as it is because this week has been pretty heavy for lots of things to do.
Easy, no problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so let's take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. Hang tight for more of The Nameless Ones.
Ones.
Welcome back, everybody, to Table Stories, The Nameless Ones. Welcome back. Welcome back. We return as Glenda is left with a difficult choice. I think we come back to Glenda, because everybody else seems to have fucked off.
I've gone to bed.
Is it still that same night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably just like snuffed the candle out and then just sat at the table. I have no idea
Please-
what I have to do.
Please roll an endurance check. If you have hardy, you can go ahead and add that.
No, I don't have it. I was considering picking it up my next level. But then there's that of perception. So endurance.
Oh, yeah. Your
Oh,
stomach
fuck.
is rumbling like crazy.
But I'm so tired.
You're
I like-
definitely tired. I think
I-
you're going to pick up a condition. Let's see what we're going to get here. Doot, 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 doot.
Tired? I think that's a condition, right? Exhaustion. Let's see. Conditions. Add. Free. Danger, bleeding, brain.
I think that you're going to be...
Fatigued?
Yes, definitely fatigued. I think we'll roll for it.
Bleeding? Because my heart bleeds.
You're like 4 steps fatigued.
I'm
So-
super duper fatigued.
Yeah, it only goes up to 2, I think.
Yeah.
On the sheet. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just like go over to it's like a crate or something I have and open up to see if I have anything at all in there I can eat.
I'll tell you what. Give me a luck check. Roll your luck dice
Okay.
pool.
I tried to bring you food.
Yeah, but I didn't want to fucking talk to you.
You do have some food in there. You have some. You have some hardtack.
Yeah, I just pull it out and
Hardtack are like flour biscuits. Like they're so unflavorful. Like they're just.
It's fine. My tears will moisten it, so I can at least chew it and get it down.
Yeah, all your mushrooms are gone. Like you're down to the bottom of the
Yeah.
barrel.
Yeah, just break a bit off and chew and just.
You check for a second to make sure it wasn't your tooth that broke.
Yeah. And I probably just set up, slowly chewing through this bread until I finish it, and I'm probably too tired to think, so I just. Should I probably end up just falling asleep on the table?
Okay, pass out.
Yeah.
All right. Morning arrives. Glenda, you were the first to awake.
Ugh. My face is all sore from being on a flat, hard, like stone surface all night. Oh. And I just like
You've got like
grab
you got the stone indentations like woven
Yeah.
into your face.
I pick up last little bit of bread that's left and just pop it into my mouth. Then I go over and I put my bag against the door. So anyone pushing against it will have to push a little harder than expected. I won't get it open first time. And then I grab the broom from next to it and I start sweeping up.
Go ahead and roll me a 1d4.
Tree.
Okay. You have one level of fatigue left. Wasn't a good sleep. You're tormented by thoughts and questions.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just don't.
Only had a friend that talked to you.
Yeah, I don't. No, that's the fucking problem.
Wow.
I sweep up. Get all the dust that's gathered in the 5 days we were away? 6? Pretty much
Yeah,
a week.
it was about a week, we'll say.
Yeah. So I do a week's worth of cleaning. And honestly, I don't know what to do after that. Probably sit down and pray, do my morning prayers.
Okay. Rosalina, you're the next to awake.
Oh, it's so nice to be in this dump. I'm glad. And she gets up slowly. She looks fucking hot mess every time she wakes up. I think that's because she's so pretty that I always like to make her look so gross. She wakes up, so she'll do a bit of prestidigitations to clean herself up, get the spit off her, drool off her chin, kind of thing, like tidy herself up. And she walks into the big room that Trist is still there doing Trist stuff.
Trist is not there.
What?
Trist is gone.
Where the hell she go? She leave note or anything?
There's nothing there.
I bet she did not even close door. She didn't even close door all the way. I could have been robbed blind.
Wait a minute, I don't have anything.
Exactly. Yeah,
I live in the shithole.
Rosalina, it kind of makes her mad that like Tristan just leave without telling her. But she's kind of used to Trist things, but she's just piddling around, thinking about Mom, to be fair, but like, in a stubborn ass way. Like, I bet she's just, being little, what, but screw her and her adventures. I don't want to do anything with them anymore. Nope, don't want to do anything with them again. I wish I wasn't here. It's not fun being at home anymore. Just a quick variety of emotions. Like, yeah, I'm happy to be home, and now I'm not. So that's what she did in the morning. She hasn't left her house. She's
Okay.
not gonna go seek them out.
All right. Cracule, you're the next to awake.
I have just a stone thing that I lay on. I wrap myself in my wings like a cocoon, and they slowly unfurl.
You have one leg that's just kind of like hanging out.
And I stretch my strange little bowed legs and arms. Do I have... Now, when we first visited me in my house in episode 1, I had a cup of like hot soup that wasn't probably soup at all. It was probably just like one garlic clove in boiling water. But do I have the ability to create something like that?
To create food?
Like just a like a hot water, like a drink.
Do you have anything in your inventory?
No, I just wondered whether I had like home things.
No, you don't have indoor plumbing or anything. There's probably a well in town.
Yeah, just like I guess I have a flask of water. Prestidigitation can't heat things, can it?
Nope.
Then I will grab my little tin cup and head towards Mum's in the hopes that she can boil me some water.
Okay. You head to Mom's.
I want my morning garlic water. I'm gonna go and see if she's got a clove of garlic and some the ability to boil me some water.
Okay. So, yeah, you go to her house. It's not far away. So, you head there. Do you knock or anything?
No. There's a reason she had to put that bag there, right? We just all fucking walk in.
Yeah,
So
you feel a
boom.
bit of resistance.
What? What on earth is it? I push again.
Mom, your door's broken. Shall I get Goldrick to break it down, and we can fix it after? Mom?
You're muted.
Mom?
Had to click it 4 times for it down mute. Come on, Zim. It's not broken, Crackle.
It doesn't open. Don't tell me I've gotten even weaker in the night.
No, Crackle, I don't think I'm taking visitors today.
Is it open like a little bit?
What
Can
a
I fit
little-
my tin cup through the crack in the door?
what a little shit.
Roll me a strength check, please. Nope. But you're trying. You're
it's
trying.
like a rattling. How do I boil water?
You put it in something and then you make that something hot.
How do I get water?
The well.
Okay. Where's the well? Do you have a garlic clove that I could borrow?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Ooh, sassy. I love it.
Have you read the book yet?
No, I haven't read the book. Come back tomorrow,
Okay.
Crackle, and maybe then.
Tomorrow?
Yes, I don't think I'm taking visitors today.
What on earth are you doing for an entire day? Are you
I'm
reading the
resting.
book?
I'm not reading the book, I'm resting.
Promise.
I promise you, I'm not reading the book.
Poke my little finger through the door. Pinky promise.
Is Are you like trying to slam your face like a cat, like trying to get into the door? Like
I was, but now it's just one little finger dangerously, precariously through the tiniest crack in the door.
Actually, the most freaky undead-ish looking thing.
It's like entirely pointed.
It's like a big long nail.
Yeah, it's a really horrible, long, pointy nail.
Crackle, what are you doing?
Do you promise?
Yes, I promise. I already told you. I promise. I'm not reading it. And
Okay,
I
then.
promise you, I will likely never read it.
Is Goldrick in there?
No, Goldrick is not in here. And if
Is
you tell them-
Rosalina in there?
No, they're not. And if you see them, tell them not to come by today.
You promise they're not in there and you're all just making... You're not trysting me, are you?
Aww.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I'll come back tomorrow and then we'll read the book.
You read the book.
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye.
I'm gonna go to the well.
I go over and I push the door completely shut again.
I then turn around and push the door open and gonna go, oh, and Mum!
Yes.
I've already run away.
I push it shut again. I prop the broom against it this time.
Run off with my little tin cup. I'm gonna try and find the well. I don't know where it is.
okay. Yeah, give me a perception check. Okay, an 11. It's not particularly hard to find. It's by like the enclave, basically like at the end of the street. Some of the rainwater, I guess, collects there in a sort of big open sort of pool that has been, I guess, weathered out from that space, from the rock. So there's a big sort of basin that collects the water.
Is there anyone near it?
Nope.
Oh fuck! I have to do it myself.
There's just like a bucket with a pulley and a crank.
Yeah, I guess I'm just like this. It's like a fucking grotesque toddler cranking the water. Get my cup ready. Fill it. I've done this in the wrong order, and I know I have, because now I've got to go and find a clove of garlic. Can I fill my cup of water, please, Wack?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I fill my cup of water, and now I would like to go and find a clove of garlic from the store place, which I know where to go.
Okay.
I'm
So-
walking over there with my cup now.
Yeah, the storehouse isn't far. It's right down the street
If
there.
this were like some sort of American fucking sitcom, I'd be in my robe with slippers on and a fucking and a newspaper under my arm, wandering around town. That's essentially what I'm doing. I'm trying to get my morning coffee. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna head over to the storehouse place thing. The big thing that we have, whatever it's called.
Yeah, no problem.
What's it called?
Outside, you can see that the there's a line of people that are kind of like just kind of they all seem to be like petitioning for rations. You hear a few like people being grumbly, like, I expected more. How am I supposed to feed my family with this? We've taken steps, sir. We've got more rations coming, but everybody's belt's got to be tight. Do you understand? I don't understand. I came to the resistance with the hopes that I could feed my family. If I can't feed my family, then I need to leave. That's your prerogative, sir, but we only have what we have. Ridiculous.
I'm gonna walk past it all the way to the front of the line. I'm grumbling as well, like looking at this line. Mum queues up in this every morning for food. Ridiculous. Walk all the way to the front.
Everyone's like, hey.
Yeah, it's official business.
Give me a
Snap
bluffing
back.
check plus your charisma. As you waddle your way up to the front there.
Hey, 2 6s.
Okay. Yeah,
On my
15.
3d6.
15. Yeah.
I walk up to the fucking dude right at the fucking front. I know he's gonna give me shit, so I just fucking verbal command spell. These are not the droids you're looking for in him. So it must be able to hear and understand you, and you can give the target a 1 or 2 word command. So I'm just gonna say, give garlic.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your compel plus your magic, please.
Mm-hmm. Compulsion. Magic. 13.
13. Okay. Sorry, checking one thing. Okay. So, you can see this. This is Knair, the person that you.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, you met
Okay.
earlier. Just kind of like looks at you and just kind of shakes his head for a second and says, "What? What are you talking about?"
I need a single clove of garlic. It's important.
My head. Look,
Mm.
I don't know. Don't know what you're trying to do, but like I said to that fella, you can't. We've got
Vidania sent me.
Damn.
Vidania.
Mm. She told me that I have to be quick. That's why I did that hand movement that you
Why
didn't
does
like.
he get a cut? We're all waiting here all morning.
I'm a member of the Enclave.
No, you're not.
I am working on behalf of a member of the Enclave.
You just hear more like grumbling, like people sort of talking kind of loudly, obviously angry at your choice of words here.
I just don't care about them. I usher Kner down. Come closer.
Kner like looks at you and says,
Now, what do you mean you're working for Vidania?
Come closer. I can't let the peasants.
he's walking towards you, yeah.
It's Demetrius. He's taken sick. Now, I know a few medicinal ways to help him. That's why I have this cup of water. I'm going to need to place a garlic clove in it.
Clove of garlic.
That's all I need, yes.
Give me a bluffing check. Bluffing plus your charisma.
Man, I wish I had some luck die.
Don't you have it?
and- No,
No,
I
he-
used them on something fucking stupid. I can't remember what it was. But it
You
was something
slept, you fool.
No, it has been 24 hours.
Yeah. I used them instantly. Don't you remember on something really shit?
Yeah,
It was.
he used
I
them-
think it was when he was fucking tricking him to run through the fucking wall of force or whatever it was.
Yeah, so he looks at you and says,
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll get you the clove of garlic. For Vidania. For Demetrius.
Correct. Yes. You're very perceptive.
Why would Vidania... Never mind.
and he
Demetrius can't speak. Oh.
he just kind of turns around and starts to walk around in the storehouse. Everyone's just kind of
look. I'm looking down the line now to see if there's any kids in the line. By the way, wearing clothes that I can wear.
yeah, there's probably a woman like holding a kid who's just kind of like crying a bit.
All right, I'll remember. I'll wave my clothes first. It's more important to me.
And everybody is kind of just yelling at you like why does he get to cut? I don't understand.
He's just an imp. Who cares if he eats?
Can I say that Rosalina has forgot that Mom usually gets the ration? She's ended up at the back of the line and she's just yelling at the back like, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah,
Good
sure.
morning, Rosie.
Morning.
I just completely expect everyone to treat me this way, so it's just normal. I feel like this is just, from my perspective, this is how people speak to people. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone hits me.
Yeah,
This is how people speak to
everyone's just
people.
kind of like glaring at you. Like there's a few people that look like rowdy, like they're seriously pissed off. And Canair comes back out and he says nothing for you, sir. Sorry. Didn't see your name on the list. And he says,
Very well.
All right, look.
he says under his breath, he says,
All right, get out of here.
and he just kind of like just under like his like canvas kind of draped almost like a mock poncho that this guy's got. He's got like pieced together leather scraps of armor on, and he just kind of like tries to palm you this clove of garlic.
Okay. I will palm him.
Sure, give me a sleight of hand check plus your agility.
Oof.
9. You drop the clove of garlic on the ground. People. You hear somebody yell, "What's that? He's got food! You gave him food? He cut the line! Hey!" And people start like pushing forward. Canair says,
Now, hold on a minute. There is a problem with the enclave, and he's just doing the enclave.
"They get to eat before we do? What are you saying? This is ridiculous." You know,
I'd like
and
to pick up the clove and leave.
oh yeah, somebody runs forward. Canair says,
Now, hold on. There's no need to get aggressive here.
and he's got like his spear kind of like ready. The guy like runs forward. He grabs your wrist.
Oh hell no.
Oh hell no! And Rosalina also sees this back on the line. She's seeing this people yell.
So I can make this more powerful if I pump and mana in, right?
Yep.
Is it the compulsion that I need to add it to it?
Yes. What's your
Um,
level of compel?
My compel level is only 1,
You can put 1 mana in.
just to make it a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Yeah. I'm just. As soon as he goes to touch me, I just shout, "Lay down!" and do it again. That.
So let me just check here.
Can we say that Rosalina's starting to make her way towards them? By the way,
Yeah, if
Like,
you're
she got
if
out of
you're-
line
yeah.
and started walking towards them.
Yeah. Want to kick Crackule while he's down on the ground.
I got loads of mana. I'll fucking kill everyone in this line.
Let me
We
just
solved
check.
the food problem.
Crackul's murdered everyone. You got some murder hobos in the chat. Thank you.
Okay, so subtle compulsion. You're.
What am I doing here? Hang on. I don't actually have my thing open yet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see like how you can pump this up. So no, you can't even really pump this up, because you need 3. You need 3 mana to pump it up.
Okay, so the best I can do is just make it more complex.
The best you can do is change the range on it. You can't really do anything with a 1.
All right, I'll
skill
just
level.
fucking. I mean, he's just a fucking peasant, right? What's he gonna do?
Right. Okay, go ahead and
What's he
roll
gonna
your
do?
compel plus your magic.
What's he gonna do, huh? Bam! 13 again.
Okay, so this person like that's grabbed you just strangely starts to like look like at you kind of weirdly, shake their head, and they just kind of sit their butt down on the ground and just weirdly start to lay down.
I pick up the garlic clove and leave.
Everyone just kind of looks at you like confused. Rosalina, you see Crackuel just start to walk away. This guy's like laying down on the ground. Canair says, "Now, there's no reason for any kind of trouble. Now, back up. I'm going to give you your... Urgh." And he's just kind of like trying to fight the crowd off here.
Thank you, Canair. I say as
What did you freaking do?
I leave. Are you near me?
Yeah, like I walked up as
Yeah.
the guy's starting to lay down.
I've thrown the garlic clove in my cup of water. How do I make this hot?
Give it here. Like they're just walking and talking
Just
away
walking
from
back
the
to my house now.
walking crowd of heathens
I
behind
just
them.
want my garlic water. My
Like
morning
what kind
garlic
of cup
water.
is it? Is it?
Just a little crap, like the worst tin cup ever.
But it is a 10 cup. Can I like heat it up with flaming touch?
Sure.
I don't know if you want me to roll that or
No,
anything.
you don't have to roll anything.
All right, we'll just. Rosalina takes the cup. Now, what she does with it, she literally closes her eyes briefly as she's walking and talking, and her hand's kind of like, you kind of see like the palm, the edge of the palm, like go red, and like she's done this before in front of him, but she like heats up the cup, and even the cup is getting a little, red, and she passes it back to him, like it. Not thinking that it's going to burn him. She doesn't care. But it's fucking hot. So she hands it back, like, no big deal. It's heated up. Like, there's, it boiled literally in her hand, kind of the liquid.
I'll
But-
take the cup. I assume it burns my hand and I drop the cup.
I mean, I don't think it really does.
No,
you're
do I?
DDT, though.
Do I not feel heat damage?
No, you feel heat damage. Did you burn the handle?
Well, oh, yeah, you're right. So she did grab it at like around the base because she knew she was.
Yeah, I
grabbing
mean
it.
it's hot. You don't get burned. I mean the handle's probably not like scalding hot.
Ooh,
Okay.
sucks to be you. Don't
I'll
touch
take
the base.
I don't know. Give it a little touch, just to test. Ah, very good.
The barest hint of garlic is coming through.
Yeah, well,
'Cause-
I'm just checking. I'm checking it's hot,
Uh-huh.
and then well, thank you very much, Rosie.
What is this?
This is garlic water.
Oh.
It's a good beverage for the mornings. Did you-
Where's mom? She's not in line. I'm hungry.
Yes, she said that she is unavailable today. I don't know what she's doing, but suspiciously, Goldrick is also not present.
Are they together?
They are.
Wow.
Goldrick spent the night at her house. The two of them refused to come out.
Wow.
The drapes are drawn.
No way. You want to go watch?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
No hesitation.
But first, I want to go to my house and put my garlic water on the table, just so it can cool down. So I do that,
Okay.
and then I'll head with her to
Hurry up. Let's go.
Mum's house. Yes, right. So if you push the door a little, you can probably poke your head through.
My arms are too small and weak to do it.
All right, can Rosalina starts pushing on the door. Why is it closed? Why can't
They don't want us to walk in on them at it.
The door's like, what, 5 to 10 feet away from me, right? It's a thin wooden door. I can hear them right there, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't hear sounds of lovemaking in room?
What are
Well-
you talking about out there?
We know what you're doing in there.
What are you talking about? Cracule, I told you I wasn't taking visitors today.
Well, I'm not trying to come in. Rosalina is.
That's what he said.
I'm sorry, Rosie. I told Cracule to let you know that I'm not seeing anyone today.
Where you're seeing Goldrick? Why can't you see us?
What are you talking about?
We know that Goldrick's in there playing like little statue, trying not to make peep.
Goldrick is not in here. What are you talking about? Why would he be in
Sure.
here?
Why would he not be in there?
Because he's Goldrick, of course. That's why he wouldn't be in here.
Exactly. Goldrick tried to get with anything.
What are you talking about? Please just, can the two of you leave me alone? And if you see Goldrick, tell him I'm not seeing any visitors today.
But is she trying to trick us?
I think so, yes.
Did you listen to Cracule, Rosie?
Yes.
Come on, you're smarter than that.
That was your first mistake.
Please.
He's
Leave me
smart.
be.
He knows how to read and do different.
He's
like-
also incredibly mischievous.
You are judging me by my race.
I'm judging you by your actions. Don't you recall that?
Oh my God! It's because we're Demekin. She won't let us in.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
Well,
We are disgusted, Mom.
perhaps we don't want to come in today. Rosie, would you like some garlic water at my place?
Yes, whatever hell that is.
I head back to my house.
And then she goes along.
Okay. You go back to Cragule. Galdrick, you finally awake. Galdrick, you finally
Yawn.
wake up.
All right.
I'd like to wake up in my humble little hole in the wall. And,
trying to decide like what my guy would do right now. You know what I mean? Like, because I saw Mom crying. I'm not stupid, right? I saw Mom crying last night.
Probably woke up to the thought, like, just you've created this montage of Glenda just sobbing uncontrollably,
Yeah.
like all night, all by myself.
I'm gonna make my way to Mom's.
There's just
What am
these
I doing?
silent tears.
Yep. I can't. I'm riddled with
What
guilt.
becomes of the broken hearted?
I'm riddled with guilt. I've got to go check on Mom. So I'm gonna go check on Mom.
Okay, you pass by Rosalina and Cracule on the way.
Oh, hey!
Hello.
I'm gonna
Did
go
you
see
hear us
Mom.
outside? You were just with her.
Oh, I was. What?
Yes.
no, I was not.
Last night you went to her
Yeah, she was crying. Down there Waldo.
and you
Wow.
stayed the night.
I see
she
how it
will-
is.
I didn't stay there. I saw. I gave you food last night.
Yes. But
was
we know
after-
that you gave her more food.
Oh my god. No, I didn't. I mean, I would. She's pretty folksy. Just be real. She's pretty folksy. Not denying it, but I didn't.
If I did, I would admit it. I grabbed Rosalina's boobs last night. I look at Dracula. See? I admit it. Good. I'm gonna go see
Literally,
Mom.
I'm unaffected entirely.
It's so
He just
completely drinking my horrible garlic water.
we're going to Crackle's house because we're not wanted at Mom's house. She doesn't like us.
Listen, sometimes you just have to force the door open. Come on. Come on.
No,
back to Mom's.
she's going to
going back
kill
to
me.
Mom's.
If I go in there again, she's going to kill me, Goldrick.
We're
If you don't come with me, I'm gonna rip your book in two.
Oof. We need to go.
Okay, but make sure, Rosalina, that when she tries to kill me, it's because Goldrick threatened me with violence, that she knows that.
Yeah, she won't kill you. She push over.
She's acting funny at the moment. I think the book might be messing with her head. She's
Well, she
been
was
particularly
crying.
angry.
I've never seen her cry.
Crying and angry.
Usually she gets angry and a little bit,
How old is she?
younger than me. Younger than
How
me.
old are
She's like
you?
one of the- I'm pretty sure she's. I don't fucking know. It's on my character sheet somewhere. Let me find it.
It's the menopause.
I have told you guys how old I am.
Yeah, you
No,
have.
yeah.
You're like one of the youngest, aren't you?
You're really young, I know, because we assumed you were old. At the beginning.
Anyways, I don't remember how fucking old I am. I'm old. Leave me alone. I'm a dwarf.
I walk
I'm-
last, but I follow them. We're gonna bust in on Mum. Listen.
I just
to
knock on
Harry
Mom's door.
Nilsson.
No. She don't like this. All right.
I take a second and I just and I'm casting some magic.
okay. What magic are you casting?
Definitely 100% casting hedging to keep people the fuck out of my house.
Okay.
Fuck is-
Oh no!
You're declaring a creature type.
Yeah, so that's humanoids.
Humanoids. Okay.
And I will make it the size of my house, so that's probably what 20 feet ish. I probably got like a 20 by 20 small square. room.
Fair. Yeah.
So that would be 2 MP plus my 1 MP, 3 MP to keep you three fuckers out. That's pretty neat. That
And,
sounds about right.
Has Triss came by the way?
No.
Oh.
And I'll hold it in concentration.
Okay. So yeah,
Go away.
you keep hearing the door knock.
I need abjure sound. Can someone give me the secret of sound right now so I don't have to listen to this bullshit either?
Open the door, Galdrick. She won't open it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit there quietly. We'll see who has more. Let's see who's more stubborn.
Both of you, please
Here,
roll.
Galdrick.
You or a dwarf?
Yeah.
I'll
Both of
take
you,
my chances.
both of you, roll a will check, please.
I'm going to use my young exploit because I feel like in my youthfulness, that's probably what's driving on all of this emotively, my inexperience with having to deal with this kind of thing. So that means any sixes I roll explode. So
Well, I'm gonna add a luck die. Fuck you.
then I'll also add a luck die. Double fuck you.
I'm tempted to blow wise counsel on this and give you a 2d6, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, here's my roll since it's all exploding. I'll do it this way.
Okay, we got a
Good luck
14.
getting a 14.
Oh,
We got a
fuck
14
me.
from Galdrick. Yeah, Galdrick is just
So annoying.
rhythmically knocking on the door. He's outside there for a while.
Okay, I go over and knowing that I have hedging up, I just go over and I pull my bag away from the door and the broom away and I just open the door so you can't knock it in anymore. And then I go and just sit down with my back to them.
Do I know? Is there like any sort of physical barrier there, or is it?
Nope.
I go to walk in then.
Okay. Okay. So let's see.
Magic Fist mental defense attack. It's my abjure roll.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna beat the shit out of me. I have no mental defense. I'm fucked.
Well, I just rolled an 11 on a 4d6, and I think it's still a 4d6, so you've got a chance.
Come on.
An 11.
11
My mental
again.
defense is 11.
So you make it.
Oh wait, well who's
He-
the offender here? Because
he-
he's subject to an attack, so I'm
Uh,
attacking his defenses. In the wording of the
Yeah, I
spell.
think it's the other way. I think he wins.
I
I don't know
say,
because
so-
I'm trying to walk through a barrier, so I guess
yeah, creatures who
I-
try to enter the area are subject to a magic versus mental defense attack. If the
Yeah, so
attack
technically,
succeeds,
technically, Glenda wins, but barely. You feel maybe like some resistance, like as you start to walk in, and then you just kind of bounce backwards.
Wait a minute, I'm fatigued. Does that affect us?
Ooh.
I can only take one action per round, but yeah. that's
Nope.
it. So that doesn't affect it.
Nope.
Whew.
hey, it's I go dizzy. Okay, so I Mom. Well, she opened the door. Go ahead.
Rosalina walks up and tries to go through the door.
Sure. Give me what's your mental defense, Rosalina?
Oh, let me mental defense 11.
Let me see.
Yikes, dog.
Yeah, you just try to walk in, you just like oof. Some
Ow.
invisible wall is there.
Can we see Glenda through
Oh,
the
yeah.
door?
We see her back.
What does she look like? Does she look insane, like she's being controlled by the book, or not?
Give me an intuition check. If you have insight, you can roll that. Cracule.
You would have saw my face when I walked up to open the door. I just didn't
But
look
now
there.
I'm like concerned that like some legit crazy shit is going on because you never do this. Intuition, sorry, did you say?
Yeah, intuition plus insight if you got it. Otherwise, it's perception.
All right, hold on. Perception with intuition is bat and a bat. God damn it. 8. 2 1s.
You're not sure.
She's being
She's acting
manipulated
strange,
by the
for sure.
dark forces of the book. I know a bunch about the book though.
Do you
and I
say that
thought-
out loud?
Yeah.
I'm not Cracule.
Yes, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Cracule,
That's
I'm
exactly
not.
what somebody who was being controlled by the book would say. I would know.
See his point.
Are you
I
being?
have
Mom!
the magic to be able to protect myself from it. I doubt I'm being controlled.
Mom, are you
Really?
okay?
I'm
She has been
fine. I
controlled.
told all of you. I don't want any company today.
Yeah, we don't.
Why?
What you told?
Why?
I didn't hear that.
Ask her why.
What?
I told Cracule twice.
This time, he made me do it.
This is why I don't want any company today.
Mom, what's going on with you?
Yes, we want to know what's the
I was
matter.
coming over here because I was going to take you shopping for some new pots. You know, see if maybe we could get you some new stuff. You know?
I mean, to be fair, I don't care since she wants
it
to act on
because
people.
She
We
was
didn't wrap your
crying last
presents. It's
night.
because we didn't wrap our presents.
Well,
I
was-
told you to do
It's
it.
Yeah, what did
got
he-
nothing to do with that.
Well, what's wrong with you?
If you don't understand what it is now, there's no point in me explaining it. You won't understand.
It's the
Well,
book.
what do you?
Why
Oh,
don't you go out and just... It's not the book.
What is he?
It's you.
What?
You
Yes.
lot. I have some thinking to do. Will you please leave me alone?
No.
Go and have some fun and spend your money and have your celebrations and bask in your celebrate or whatever you've got to do. Just leave me be.
Okay.
Get back here.
No, go with him, Goldrick.
No. No.
She's
You're
made
not
me leave
getting
many
in
times.
here.
She's going to kill us all.
I don't care. I'll fight her.
I
Mom!
don't think
You don't
to.
want to fight me, Rosie.
She by far has superior knowledge to all of us.
Oh my God.
We wouldn't stand
Mom!
a chance.
Put like my foot down.
Crack your flattery is not going to work. You can
No,
stop
I
trying.
truly believe it. I'm frightened.
Mom. I look over at the others like I'm gonna be brave. Stop being a bitch.
Ooh.
Fuck this shit.
I'm leaving now.
I'm flying away. I'm flying. You can't fucking catch me if I fly.
Go ahead and give me an agility check, please,
Fuck this
Galdrick.
shit. I'm fucking flying away.
Galdrick,
I
give
have
me an
dodging. I have dodging.
Galdrick, agility check is a 9. Cracule, you can roll me agility plus dodging for sure.
Peace.
14. Rosalina, what are you
Flying up
doing?
onto the nearest fucking thatch roof and fucking
Rose-
getting out of this fucking shit.
Rosalina has been backing up once he said the B word. She's,
Run, Rosalina.
I'm
Run
out.
for your life.
She like
Please.
takes off on her wings and flies up to the
I
fucking.
turn in my
We're both
stool.
on top of the same
We need
roof.
Looking.
we need better music. Wait.
We're looking.
Oh,
What did you say, Galdrick?
Listen. Wait. Stop, Mom. Stop looking at me like.
Galdrick, I'm going to count to 3.
Wait.
One.
Wait. We have a
2.
plan. It's selfish. It's selfless. I was talking to the council last night after you left.
3.
I pass a
I'm
gold.
trying to
A
tell
I
gold
stand up and I slam the door in his face.
I pass a gold coin.
And I
to
throw my
Rosalina.
bag against it.
Money's on Mum.
Yeah, money is a lot.
The door is slammed in your face, Galdrick.
I grab my quarterstaff. I
Oh,
open the
God.
door.
Galdrick.
Yes.
1,
Listen. Stop
2.
being like this. Stop.
3.
You know what? Fine. You win. All right. You're so reclused and you don't
Galdrick.
care about my feelings. We're family. I start turning around and start walking away.
Yeah,
We're family.
close the door.
We're act like family. But yet, whenever you need to talk about it, all you do is hide in your little hole like some sort of bitch.
I reach my quarterstaff like out through the window as he's passing and try and knock him on the head with it.
Give me an agility check plus your quarterstaff roll. Yeah. Let's be agility for this one.
I'm not gonna pop any luck die or anything. It's just a swing.
18?
An 18.
It almost hits Galdrick, but he's...
He's not expecting it. Can I get surprise bonus?
Yeah, sure. We'll give you a... Galdrick minus... let's see. Roll an extra 1d6, Glinda.
Can I hex him?
Galdrick?
Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here. You ran away. You have no idea what's happening.
Can I, from my vantage point, see that she's gonna shove a fucking thing out of the window?
Give me a perception check.
I got a 5, so it's a 23, by the way.
23.
11.
Cracule, I'm going to say no, you can't see that. You just see Galdrick
Oh,
walking
I
off.
would've fucking hexed the shit out of you, bitch, if I could have done.
Wow.
23 to hit, Galdrick. Nope. You just kind of... It's
Was it
close.
Oh, while that's going on, and Cracule's doing the thing, and he's ducking and diving, can I make difficult terrain and turn his spot into a mud puddle? So if
You absolutely can.
Somebody against me.
I want to see this fight.
I want to see you get, popped in the noggin.
I'm offended.
Absolutely. So, Galdrick, the ground just kind of like starts up, gets real muddy and kind of gross. Your feet just sink a few inches into this new muck that you're expecting to be stone.
As he's dodging my staff, then, does that mean he maybe slips on his ass?
I hope so.
I
I was too off.
I'm gonna say no.
Had to move.
No. He just Galdrick, you kind of like, if you've ever stepped in like thick mud before, it's the situation where you gotta like pop your foot out of the mud. But yeah, he doesn't fall.
Wait. This wasn't here before.
Uh-oh, the jig.
Ha! Got him! I fly away. I'm flying onto the next roof away.
Rosalina's following.
I'm bouncing.
too.
I'm just bouncing out now. Fuck this shit. I'm out. I'm just gonna let these two cool down. I'm not going near either of them.
I'm gonna, as Well, I'm gonna go take care of the resistance while you're holed up in your villa like some sort of selfish little twat.
She's still in range of the window.
Never mind, coming
I'm
back.
yelling from like down the
Okay,
street. at this
okay.
point, I would assume.
Yeah. Fine. Yes, I hit you with the fine. Deal with it.
So you kind of cross your arms and sit down in a huff, Glenda.
No, probably. I'm definitely very upset that he called me a bitch twice. Breaks my heart. I'm very upset. No one can see it, but I'm definitely crying again. Thanks, Gondrick. You can't.
Good.
Wow.
I'm confused why Glenda's mad at me. I told him I didn't want a reward. I told them it was that all I wanted to do was reimburse. I'm trying to buy her shit. I'm confused. I don't know why Mom's mad at me.
You just summed up why every woman is ever mad at a man. Like, we don't know. We just
What did
get
I
mad.
do?
Got a great reason now. You called me a bitch.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
pretty good
Now-
reason.
Twice.
now-
Oh, yeah, you deserve that one now. It's
Yeah.
I think
Listen,
it's my
I tried bringing
favorite
you
ever
food.
thing I've
I
ever
saw
seen.
you were crying. I tried to hold you. You pushed me away. I tried seeing you the next day. You pushed me, literally, magically kept me out. A dwarf tried showing you compassion. That's fucking rare.
And Galdrick mutters that as he walks down the fucking street.
Mom.
So Glenda, you're super, you had that hardtack. It's not really like a proper meal, but it'll keep you kind of your growly stomach away for a little bit. You probably had like one hardtack biscuit in there to kind of ate. But yeah, your stomach is there. It's not going away.
Do you have felt like this in real life? How Glenda feels right now? Like super hungry, super tired, but also basically depressed. And it's that kind of like, do I want to wallow in my depression and just hope I fall asleep and it goes away, or do I need to eat? I think I'm gonna wallow for the time being.
All by myself.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so the rest of you just kind of walk off. I think later in the day, Cracule, you maybe return to your home. There's not really a lot to do, I guess.
I haven't got the money because Goldrick's got it all, so I can't
Yeah.
go and do what I want to do, and I'm not going near Goldrick. So yeah, eventually I'll go home.
Yeah, you're just probably imagining his like pile of blood and organs, like just in some random corner of the ruins, and yeah, you hear a knock at your. I guess at the. I think you just had like a flap. You had like a cloth flap or something for your door, but you hear like a sort of knock on the stone. It's real light, right outside. And you hear,
Yeah. Who
hello?
is?
Cracule?
Who's that?
It's Vidania.
Oh, yes, Your Excellency.
I wish you'd stop calling me that. I'm not an excellency. I am merely a member of the enclave. She just kind of like pushes the flap and walks in. And she says, may I come in?
Yeah, of course. Make yourself quite at home.
Thank you. She kind of sits down on stone slab or something. And she says, Cracule, have you a bit of time?
Yes, I can only offer you some garlic water.
No, thank you. I don't require any refreshment. But I do have some questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
I was curious. I noticed that there were some things possibly omitted
from the conversation that you had with the rest of the enclave.
Hmm.
Can you speak more on what happened?
Yes, yes, of course. I'll go to my satchel and pull out all the notes that I have on the book because I don't have the book, but I still have the notes, presumably. And I'll say, yes, well, although Glenda did interfere with my studies at one point during the travel, I did find out some things about the book. I'll put down all of my notes and spread them out across the little stone table thing that I have in the room. And I'll point out some of the bits. I can't remember in my notes what exactly was from before and what was after, but I think the majority of what I worked out from reading, I did here anyway. So I only really have the flashes and things from that one. I did one read in the tavern in Thurgan. And I don't think I've really learned any hardcore shit, but I did have all those flashes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Second reading. Here we go. I did write something down. So, yeah, I'll point through all the information about Dalibor, which was the gentleman whose book I believe it is. I had the passage where Dalibor converses more with a creature in the darkness who whispers that Dalibor will grow in power if they're able to find certain creatures to sacrifice. And then he details a ritual with strange drawings. And I have all of that written down because I've copied all that stuff. So first of all, I'll go through all of that and say, the book seems to belong to this Dalibor figure who I'm sure is long since gone.
As far as I know.
I must say, it is almost certainly as Glenda says. The book is most definitely evil, and it does have some sort of power. It does certainly affect my mind, though I don't think it takes control quite as much as Glenda believes it does. She's a softer sort, you must understand.
It's understandable. I think that her temperance on your lust for knowledge is something that is helpful to your situation. As I said, knowledge is power, and this knowledge, I think, is very powerful, Cracule. You must read more. You must tell me more about this. I am worried, Cracule. I am worried that this book, I'm worried that it found its way to you. I'm worried that you did not find it, if you understand my meaning.
Well, I suppose I wasn't really the one that picked it up. I really am just the only one who can read it. So, I mean, perhaps you
Cracule.
found its way.
We have a task that I think that I would like you and your friends to take part in. But I have another task that only is befitting of you. You see, Cracule, I have seen text like this before. In Denarath, belonging to one of the nobles there, one of the tolls. They had it encased in glass, almost reverently. I only caught a glimpse. My family brought me there for a party when I was young, before I joined the resistance. And I remember the text being similar, at least to my eyes, perhaps different to yours. We need that text, Cracule. It could provide more insight into this book. I think you are the only one that sees the importance here, besides me.
Yes, of course, the importance. I must read the book, of course, and Glenda won't let me. She won't even let me in the house. I've been sat around all day. I could easily have read much more of it, but she won't let me in. If I can't read it, well, we're wasting time.
Well, I can't force Glenda to open her door to you, but I can say that Demetrius is and Barbena have agreed we will be throwing a sort of small feast for the townspeople to assuage some of the tensions that have been arising due to the food shortage. With your recent requisition of this trade route, I believe that we can spare a little food for now to raise some spirits. At this meeting, we were going to bring up the need for a bit of, well, we need to have our message drop checked. We're a bit worried for one of the hunter groups. Barbena mentioned that you ran into them.
Yes.
You can understand, we don't have a roost here, but we keep a roost south at the base of the mountains of Thurgan. South. Along the river there. We keep a roost that we check on periodically, but we haven't checked it for some time, and I'm worried that something may have happened. I would like...
Now, when you say roost, you mean an area that we keep poultry, secret from the peasants?
I'm suggesting that you keep the need to go to Denarath secret. You go to the roost, retrieve the messages, and any information that may be there. But I want you to press on to Denarath. Do you think you can convince them to get there?
Well,
Perhaps you can tell them. Yes, and she sort of like scoots a little bit closer, and she's sort of like pondering as she's speaking to you, right? She puts a hand like kind of like on your hand. She says, perhaps you can persuade them. Say that we have offered a reward. A reward. They were seemingly interested in monetary gains. Perhaps you can tell them that we found some money in our coffers for an important mission to Denarath. It's not a lie, per se. A bit of deception. An important mission to Denarath. And she says, yes. Yes. It could work. You see, Cracule, we know we were going to send the group that was searching for the caravan. You and your friends could go. It is important. It wouldn't be a lie necessarily. You could... Yes. You see, we were trying to investigate a possible defector. There's a garrison commander in Denarath that is rumored to be looking to join the resistance. If we can get this garrison commander to join the resistance, they would help us tremendously. We could secure our defenses. They could train our guards. Yes. I'll bring this up to Demetrius and Barbena. But Cracule, it is of vital importance that you go to Lord Southcomb's home. You must find a way in, and you must steal this text.
Do you think you can do this?
Well, I like, hold up my gnarled, weirdly shaped hands. I'm not much of a thief. Can I not just write down what it says and bring it back? You need the actual scroll, parchment, book, whatever it is.
It was a book. If you are able to transcribe a book quickly, I suppose. But I
Yeah,
don't
whole
know
book.
if you'll have enough time.
I suppose
Lord
I can-
Southcombe is quite protective of his treasures.
Well, I'm not much for stealing things that I don't own, but if I really must, then
Do you
of
think
course
you can
for the
convince your
resistance.
friends?
Well, I could probably convince Rosalina at least. Truthfully, almost every single time I've suggested things or tried to convince them to do things, they either hit me or do the opposite, or both. But if it's a mission for the resistance, then I shouldn't need to convince them. I'll just simply tell them that you told me that that's what we have to do, and then they'll do what I say, right?
She sort of like looks off to the side, and this is give me an intuition check.
I fully trust this person, for the record, just so you're aware. Like,
Yeah.
the only
Okay.
person in the entire.
Yeah, she kind of
thing
like
I
looks.
trust.
She looks off to the side for a second. And she says, "I have something that might help. Convince them. You understand that this is for the betterment of the resistance, yes?"
Sure.
She takes out something from her pocket. It has a sort of like a brooch necklace, like a necklace was attached to a brooch, and it has a small jewel in it. And she says, "Take this. This is a family keepsake. It will help you." And she looks right in your eyes again, and she's a bit close. She says, "It will help you convince them."
I'd snatch it up.
She says, "It's magical.
Very nice. I,
You will return it to me once you complete your mission.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose. How do I use it?
You simply need to hold it when you compel someone to do something.
Right here. And where do I tell them that I got this? Because Mum's going to think that I've stolen it from someone and make me give it back.
That's up to you. You
Oh,
know
I
them
don't have
better
any
than I do.
clothes to hide. Oh, I
Ah,
hide it down the front of my
clothes.
pants.
She says.
okay. I'm going
So you
to
start
hide
to
it down.
stuff it down. She says,
I'm about
I
to.
can find you some. You have no other clothing?
No, unfortunately, there was an incident with a bear snake demon that I had to fell myself, and it tore my clothes off my back during the combat.
Don't worry. I'll scrape something up for you.
You'll have to make sure it has slits in the back in the right places for my wings. They're aligned very oddly, though they do work.
I will see to it.
Or provide me with a knife. I'll do it myself, but I, of course, lost my knife in the fight as well, the same battle with the bear.
Cracule.
I felled myself.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, well, of course. Convince them to go to Denareth, go and see Lord Southcomb's home, steal some text. That should be very simple.
And, more importantly, show interest when Demetrius and Barbena bring up this mission. Volunteer. Something out of character, maybe.
Well, of course, I would do anything for the resistance, and offering to volunteer wouldn't be very much out of character, so I'll do my best to think of something in time.
This garrison commander. It's a woman. I've met her before. She is a bit difficult. You may have to convince her as well.
Well, if she wants to defect, we just simply need to prove that we're from the Resistance and then tell her she's your friend. I'll just
She
tell her that
has
you
a
sent us.
certain dislike for your kind.
Oh, well, that's not something that has been too much of a problem for me so far. For the most part, I can deal with it. Or I can just send in Trist, Lady Trist of Frostwater. Might be able to help convince.
Perhaps. Regardless, Lady Marshwood will be of vital importance to the Resistance. So they're not really lies, are they, Cracule?
No. Well, although I'm pretty good at lying, I'm happy to lie for the Resistance.
Very
I mean,
well.
I've been lying to my entire party the entire time about this book, so.
I'll have someone fetch you some robes and a proper knife.
That would be very nice.
Take care. I'll see you at the feast. We're going to have it this evening.
Yes, well, make sure they have something soft. I show my teeth, which are not really mostly teeth. There's rocks in there in the top. There has to be soft things there. Pate, perhaps. Fish.
I don't know what we have in the storehouse. You'll have to eat what we have and make do.
Well, okay. No problem. And do I tell Glenda to make sure that she has to read the book with me now because you said so, or
I think maybe it's best to bring this up on the trip. You might have to restrain yourself for now.
okay. I was very much looking forward to reading the book once we got back here, and now we've got to go back out there. Were you scrying on us?
I'm sorry,
I mean,
what?
Your Excellency, were you using magic to spy on us on the way back? To check on our progress?
I'm afraid that's a bit beyond my abilities.
Oh, I thought you were wise in the ways
Why?
of magic. Oh, and something, I believe, was trying to watch us from afar. I wasn't able to determine what. It's also beyond my abilities, as powerful as I am.
That is curious. What happened to indicate this to you?
Well, at first I thought perhaps one of the others was playing a trick on me. They often play tricks on me, hit me and stuff me in bags and use me as a pillow.
That's
things like that.
horrible.
Yeah, well, it's friendship, isn't it? I'm not sure.
No, that's not friendship.
Oh.
That's mean and cruel.
Well, I'm sure they'll all be eaten one day. By something. Spiky boy. Or whatever's trying to find us. It knows where we are. I'm sure it can probably see us right now. I really was hoping it was you and not something terrible like that flat-headed demon that we met.
What are you talking about? Explain more.
Well, all sound stopped for a moment. The wind stopped. And something was looking at us.
Where
That
were
much I
you
was
when this
able to
happened?
determine. Not too far away. A few clicks outside of Osgudal. I figured if it knew where we was, we wouldn't remember how to get back into Osgudal thanks to your magic, so I honestly
If
believed
the
it was you.
spell that we had wrapped around your minds was not triggered, then no information was pried out about the Resistance.
I tapped my mask a few times. This old thing keeps a lot of prying eyes out, but I don't know about the others there. Well, their minds aren't quite as sharp as mine. Galdrick's, well, it's quite unfortunate. He's a full dullard. His mind is, rather soft.
Well, I'm counting on you to get the job done. I'll be sure to fetch you those robes and knives shortly.
Yes,
I'll have someone come by.
I appreciate that.
Good day. And she leaves.
Good day. Thank you for my gift. I'm going to look at it one last time, try and work out what it is.
Yeah, so it's really nice. It's probably one of the nicest things you've seen, aside from things that you saw maybe in Thurgan. It's a sort of gold-looking brooch that's attached to a necklace. It's sort of, it looks like it was sort of fashioned like after the fact, right? Like it was previously a brooch and then a necklace was attached. It has
Call
like
it the Amulet of Agamotto.
it's a kind of it's kind of gold. It's octagonal, and it has a ruby in the center, or something that looks like a ruby, about the size of a normal die. We'll say something about that big. So decent sized gem in there, and it has some sort of it has like some like relief sort of carved into it. So there's some goldsmithing work that was done on there. It's probably pretty expensive.
I don't have boots. I have nowhere to hide it. I'll just have to stuff it in the bottom of my satchel for now, underneath everything.
Okay.
I don't have anywhere to
Oh,
hide
I thought
it,
you were
but
going to say in your diaper.
I was going to, but I'm not going to do that right now because I don't trust that they're going to take the diaper off me and spank me or something weird. It's annoying. Yeah, I'll just hide it in the satchel for now.
Okay.
And then I'll put all my notes and shit back too.
Okay. Is anybody trying to do anything during the day here? Otherwise, we're going to fast forward to feast time. Everybody's...
No shops or anything,
I'd-
right?
No.
There are no shops.
Probably end up around, after a couple of hours of my tummy rumbling, just try and go peek out the window first. Make sure no one's hanging around, and then I'll
I'm still here. No.
sneak off to the storehouse and get a little bit of food to eat, and then quickly head back to my house. But that's all I do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so as you went to the storehouse, somebody probably told you that there would be a feast tonight in celebration of your guys' trade agreement that you reached. It's they're basically creating like a little block party, that like street where the storehouse is. They're kind of putting up like whatever stools or whatever they can, trying to set up some sort of table or something there.
No, I'll just take my foot. I won't be attending.
Okay, yeah. So Kanair is there, and he says, and the crowd is basically gone now. A lot of people have sort of been assuaged that things were getting better since this feast is happening. And Kanair says, "Are we gonna see it tonight?"
No, you won't.
Well, why not?
I
You know, the
just-
feast is in your honor.
Well, I didn't do what I did for a feast in my honor, so.
And he looks at you kind of confused.
So you're
Just-
not going to show up at all? That's extremely rude.
Yes, it is.
Well, if you'd pass on my well wishes to everyone and my thanks for their gratitude, I have some things I have to take care of. So.
He just kind of shakes his head, and he doesn't even really respond. Yeah, he looks upset, for sure. He just kind of waves his hand at you.
Right, well, you have a pleasant evening, and I'll see you.
Turns around, turns his back on you.
Yeah, I just head back home.
Okay, so nighttime comes around, and candles are lit, torches are lit. There's probably like a bonfire or something that's been lit. lights kind of reverberating around the caverns and whatnot. You can hear some music start to be piped in as well, which is not a common occurrence by any means. It's just kind of like a, just like a general tune that's reverberating through things. So yeah, does everybody attend the feast, or is it just Glenda that's missing this? What's going on?
Oh yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have purposefully tried to subvert Trist from finding out about it. Just to
You
wind
guys
her
have
up.
not seen Triss all day.
Oh, in that case, I'll do it to Goldrick.
Wow.
How does Goldrick find out about this feast?
I feel like they sent somebody around, somebody like to just kind of walk around and give everybody the news. Like somebody just knocking on everybody's door.
When they arrive at Goldrick's house, I would like to tell them, "You have delivered this message. Good day."
So you're waiting outside Galdrick's house.
Absolutely. Goldrick
Just-
misses a feast. Best prank ever.
Okay. All right,
Look
fair
at-
enough.
oh,
Give me your magic plus your compel. Here's the thing, though. Your compel is going to get a bonus. You get to
Ah.
roll an additional 3d6.
Fuck my life. 14 plus an 8.
Okay, 22. Yeah, the person just kind of turns around and walks off and doesn't knock on Galdrick's door.
Do I have clothes? Did she bring me clothes?
Yeah, you would have gotten a robe and a dagger.
Hell yeah! A real dagger or a butter knife?
A dagger, a real dagger.
New robe. Bam. New dagger. Bam. Added to my list. All right. After the messenger leaves, I'm gonna knock on Goldrick's door.
Okay.
See my new.
You guys can
attire.
start to hear music, just kind of start to like pipe in through things,
Whoa.
through the caverns. It's one of the rare occasions, like it's reverberating around, like everybody can basically hear it, even in their homes.
Goldrick, they're holding a feast in my honor, and I'd like you to accompany me to it.
And your honor.
You're welcome. And I want you to remember that if not for me, you would not have been able to come to this feast. I would like to
Yeah, go ahead and give me a bluff. Give me a bluff plus your
super bluff.
yeah, bluff plus your charisma. Galdrick, your intuition plus insight if you've got it.
10.
10 from Cracule. 4 from Galdrick. You're a bit taken aback by the whole thing, but you've assumed probably that Cracule has probably lied, but the feast is happening. You hear the music and you're like, what the fuck? He somehow managed to convince the enclave that he deserved a feast? What did he tell them?
What did you do?
I told them that they should organize a feast in my honor for felling the beast with the snakes.
Did you?
No, I didn't need to. They were so grateful for what I had done. For I told them if it wasn't for Cracule the Great, the beast would most certainly be here, tearing us limb from limb. They even gave me this brand new dagger, just in case another were to come and attack us here in our homes. I would be there to protect them, I said. I lift my hood up and then pull my mask down and look cool. Ha! Always watching. A dark night, you could say. I put my dagger back.
I'm just kind of like sitting there, like, right.
Would you like to join me at my feast?
Did you remember when the bag hit your ass, right?
Yes, but they don't.
Yes, remember when I saved your life because you was on the edge of death?
I remember that, and that's why I'm letting you come to my feast and get this wonderful dinner. Do you want dinner or not?
Get! Go!
Right, never forget what I've done for you here today.
Hit him on the top of the head.
I strut away.
Cracul's waddling his way, giant smile.
Wait, do you,
Underneath
you
the
all right with
mask.
walking? Do you need to climb up again?
No.
You sure?
Well, I can't have my people believe that I didn't do my part.
You didn't.
It's for morale, of course.
But you didn't. You
The
summoned
morale
a
of the people, yes, but they don't know that. You don't understand. I'm like a figurehead.
Ah.
You understand?
No.
If they
Oh,
believe me as the
food.
glorious hero that I truly am,
It's,
then they will be bolstered to remember all of us. You as my sort of squires.
I think at this point, Rosalina probably meets up with you guys.
Well, this feast is going to be awesome.
You're welcome.
No, it's. What do you mean?
I walk off.
What's he mean? What's wrong with you?
well, no, apparently they're throwing a feast in his honor.
They're not throwing feast in his honor.
That's what he told me.
They're throwing feast for us.
He told me it was for him.
You listen to him.
It's very convincing. I only rolled a 4.
Everyone always says that to me, so I had to use it on someone else.
Well, food.
Well, food, which is very good. Party, recognition, lots of people to, use sex magic on. I'm there.
Exactly. Let's go get ourselves some food. You think Mom's gonna come?
Don't know. Where's Trist? Where is everyone?
Which one's Trist?
One,
Oh,
who's
right.
on- right.
One on Trist.
I ain't seen her. Have you seen her?
They've no. Have I?
Alright.
I've no.
You guys have not seen Trist all day.
Last time I saw her, she was asleep in your place. So
That's the last time I saw her too. So, don't know if she's coming. Don't know if mom is coming. She don't want visitors. I cry, baby. Yeah, don't know. I can't believe you called her bitch earlier, though. Whew.
listen, sometimes I just get really fed up. All right, like she keeps making herself to be like some sort of bad guy. You know, I'm a little pissed off with her.
All
Well,
right.
Like,
See my dad.
no, I paid out of my own pocket so the resistance could get, food, right? And then,
Right.
and then when we were there, and I was first I was like, well, I'm not sure if I want to hand this over. She said, like, when we get back, of course the council's going to reimburse, the enclave's going to reimburse you. She said that. And then she gets upset at me when I say, I don't want a reward. All I want is to be reimbursed. So I found it very fucking strange that she's upset with me.
I don't know. Maybe menopause.
Maybe. I don't know what it is, but it's pissing me off.
I mean, do we go get her or should we let her go?
I've tried. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a feeling if I see Mom and the first thing out of her mouth is, I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna punch her right in the mouth.
Okay, let's go get her then.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. I want to punch Mom. I love Mom. Mom and I are just fighting right now. It's fine.
I don't like this fighting. Even if she is acting like she's too good for us, she don't like demons. She don't like dwarfs. She don't like anyone.
I
You
think
know.
she's racist.
I think so too. It's fucked up.
She might be racist, yeah.
We live in woods with women for how long? Week? And she's just terrible. Terrible. But let's go get her.
She always claims we're family and demands that we open up and tell her everything. But you turn that book around. Oh no, book's closed. No reading allowed.
And can we just say that they've been walking this whole time?
Yeah,
towards
you guys show
Mom's,
up. Yeah.
and
You
they're
guys-
talking shit right outside the door.
Whoa! I feel like I got tricked. I didn't agree to go to Mom's.
So, give me a hypnotize, please, plus your charisma there, Rosalina.
I got tricked.
Hypnotism
I even
is
specifically
charisma, so-
said no. I don't want to see Mom right now. Gosh dang it!
You're
Oof, a 9
Oh, thank
from
God I have an
Rosalina.
11.
Galdrix, I got an 11. So you see that Rosalina has started to like wind you back around towards Glenda's house.
Aye, but you
Come
control
on.
it. I'm not going to Mom's right now. She wants her space. Fine, she can have her space. I'll give her that.
All right, fine. You go find Trist. Go find. I'll get Mom. All right.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah. Good luck.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go find Trist. I head right towards the feast.
Yeah, I knew you weren't gonna go find her.
I'm already at the feast, by the way. Whack. When I ran off, I mean I was legit running off, hiding away from him. I'm
Okay.
gone.
So yeah, the music is playing through the caverns. They don't usually do this. I mean, this is probably the most exciting thing that's happened in this place for a long time. There's a certain danger with sort of playing music, being loud or whatever. There's not really a lot of trees in the area. There's a few ruins and things, so the sound probably carries a bit. So there's a certain risk just in general with doing stuff like this. But you head towards the feast. It's nothing major. Everybody's there though. Like everybody in the ruins is there. There's a sort of rough buffet that's kind of been set up with some foods and things. It looks like there's some cheese, which is wow. That's some epic shit right there. There's cheese. There's a bunch of bread. Eggs have been set out. You could probably smell some sausage too, which is extra rare. Yeah.
I am finding where Demetrius is, or like the epicenter of the feast.
Mhm.
And I want to find somewhere small and dark to hide.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a stealth plus your agility.
9.
Okay.
I'm hiding under a table with a leg out.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Rosalina, you head to Glenda's.
Mom, ma'am, 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 ma'am,
What is
ma'am.
it?
Hey, are you going to feast?
No.
Why not?
I'm very tired, Rosie.
Oh, well, I'm tired of you being tired, so get your ass up and let's go. You hear this? That music? That's for us. We need to go.
I don't think I'll be going, Rosie.
Okay, listen, Mom, listen, okay? Listen to me. I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, listen to me. It would be very rude if you don't go.
You know, Kinnara said the same thing.
Yes, all these people, they're giving up all their rations that we fought so damn hard for one big feast to celebrate. And you know how sad and depressed and just sad and depressed this place is. And they're doing a big party tonight, and you don't want to go.
What about after the feast? What happens then? It's back to
After?
normal, right? We
What
don't
you
have
mean?
enough money for the next month of food.
We'll get money, all right?
Rosie, we barely survived the trip to Turgan and back. Barely.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they have ways. We'll figure this out. Okay, so you're just going to cry about this right now? You're not. Why cry over spilt milk? Why cry before you count chickens in basket? Or I don't know what they say, something like that.
You should go and enjoy the feast, Rosie.
Okay, listen, I'm not going to feast if you're not going to feast, then how would you feel knowing my heart is breaking that I am not enjoying the company of many, many, many people that I really would love to enjoy the company of? To
Give me-
sit here like bump on log with you.
Give me a charisma plus. Let me see what other stuff you have that can possibly help you try to convince.
I was just assuming that we're having this conversation through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a. It's not
I got
bluffing.
bluffing.
I don't
Yeah.
think it is bluffing though, really. I don't think you're really lying, right?
No, I'm being honest. So.
Give me a charisma check.
Okay.
Ooh, 16 on a
Man.
3d6. God damn.
What
Glenda,
up?
give me your will, please. Do you have mom's stubbornness as a skill?
Yeah, I was just looking to see if I had anything in there. Like, what diplomacy?
No, I don't think it's going to be diplomacy here. No.
What religion? No.
No. 16 from Rosalina and a 5 from
Yeah.
Glenda.
Yeah,
Dun,
so-
dun.
So,
I get up from my still. I walk over to the door. I open it.
Come on. We love you, all right? We love you. Come on, let's go.
You can see probably, oh, you can see right over my head since I'm a small folk. Looks like most of my stuff's probably packed away.
What is this? Or not of this? Where is your stuff?
I think I might try and find some other place for myself, Rosie. I don't know
What?
if I fit in here.
In the fuck do you mean?
and that's a good place to end the session today.
No.
Oh, shit.
See you, nerd.
Oh, man. Let's go ahead and end
Glad I
the
didn't
session
give her
there.
My share of money yet, Jesus.
So, let's go around the room and do some shout-outs to finish things off tonight.
Yes.
Let's start off with Mr. Zagonicus, please.
Hey everyone, I'm Zgodicus, and I fucking love role playing. With these nerds and other nerds is great. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I look forward to it all the time. If you want to hang out with me more, twitch.tv/Zgodicus. Today I started on making a town for D&D, places and people, and I'm just gonna keep going with that. I think for a little while, and just keep building it and see what it becomes, and then maybe make some more, and then maybe make some dungeons or some
May
monsters.
God have mercy on your soul.
We'll just see how it works out. And yeah, make sure you follow here on Table Story. I'm here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for role playing shows. On Saturday, it's this system but in space and silly. And I play an engineer who's great at engineering, but is, well, come find out. And on Sundays, I play Calvin Ironbrew, who's a mountain dwarf alchemist, and he blows things up and has the hots for a fire elemental lady, so it's also interesting. And yeah, thank you so much for being an awesome audience, and thank you to my fellow RPers and DM for being awesome also. I love you guys.
Thank you, sir. Wish?
Hi, me Wish. I want to thank you guys for playing with me, and I want to thank you for doing the Theme of Doom thing. But you guys can catch me at twitch.tv/Wish, where I have been playing a lot of The Sims and Jurassic World Evolution and roleplay. Not tabletop This is the only tabletop I do with these nerds. But live action in the video game as live action as you can get. We also been playing Wreckfest. Yeah, just check me out. Find me on Twitch. It's easy. Wish. Just wish. That's it. Okay. Love you guys.
Thank you. Ven?
Hi, I'm Ven. Venilus. You can follow my Twitter or Instagram or all that stuff. It's all Venilus or Venilus21. Lately, I've been hella addicted to Realm Royale, which is stupid amounts of fun, and I'm about to break into Masters, so it'll be it's lots of fun. I'm having a great time with it. So if you guys like Battle Royale games, that's what I've been doing. I'm also going to do some stuff on VR. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
Nobody
thanks.
does.
Bye. I don't know. It's my shy voice. I don't know.
The next halfling character.
And speaking of Realm Royale, Brad's favorite game. Brad.
Yo, what up? I actually played Realm Royale a little. I don't hate it as much as I hate Fortnite, but I do hate it on principle. In
Shut
a
up
way.
and play it with me.
No. Well, actually, I might.
That instant reaction is just like his default reaction.
I know, I can't help it. It's apparently children do it to make themselves feel independent. They say no to stuff, right? That's why they do it. So that's why I say no to stuff a lot. Not because I'm a pessimist. If you want more pessimism and hatred, follow me on everything. Brad Woto on some stuff and Buff Woto on other things. It's not fun. I wouldn't really. Just wait for more D&D things from me, like on Saturday. That's to make them remember, because they're dumb, and if you don't say it loads of times, they'll forget. When we have the Shill Show. It doesn't have a title. It's just called the Shill Show. The first Shill Show. The first annual Shill Show. But there will be multiple ones every month. I'm running a one-shot. If you're watching this in the future on the VODs, then it will be on the internet somewhere, unless someone pays for something stupid like copyright music, which I was legit tempted to do. I was legit tempted to have like a threshold one where they hit a certain threshold and all the music becomes Final Fantasy. So who knows whether it'll actually make it to VODs. It's going to be a shill show, but really a shit show. I want it to be chaos. I want it to be fun. We have an all-star cast, so check that out on Saturday. Other than that, just other table story shows, which Whack will go through. 2 new shows are in the works as well. So if you're waiting for like an episode 1 of something to jump on because you're new to table story in some form, then we have 2 new shows coming up. Jay sort of unintentionally announced table story ragtags, and I'm going to take some wind out of his sails here by doing it again, which is coming up soon. And also another one. Bye.
Excellent. Thank you, Bradley.
That's the end of my bit. You can talk now.
I'm Mike Steven. I am the DM of Doom. I have dragged these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you, as always, chat, for being wonderful and watching us. Thank you for participating, being great, and chatting. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the love. Much appreciated. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Elf, who was not able to join us today. Thank you, Venilus. Thank you, Wish. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you guys like what we do here and you want to help support Table Story, the ways that you can do that is by thinking about using that Twitch Prime sub if you haven't used it yet on the channel here or for one of these people here.
It's up there above me. Look.
And
Yes.
we also have a Patreon where you can get some rewards. If you are a DM yourself and you want to get yourself some DM stuff to help you with some adventures and things, we've got a podcast that we just recently did, me, Jay, and Brad, where we talked about story building. We've got some NPC stuff where you guys, if you want to take an NPC that you've created and throw it into one of our campaigns, you can absolutely do that. We've already got a bunch of submissions there. We've got some great stuff. We've got some creature feature stuff. We're basically trying to create our own like table story monster manual kind of thing, lumping together all different kinds of monsters that we create. We've got battle maps, campaign maps. We've got parts of campaigns that we've been running that we dole out there, as well as the shill show that Brad has mentioned. And we've also got an opportunity for a private table story one-shot. So if you want to join in on that, check out the Patreon. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Peace out. Good night.
Bye.
See ya.